by me, Nathan Barnett, former gravedigger from spooky old New England, and I'm joined by my co-host, Tinfoil Tom.
Hello, everybody in the chat. I see you there. Hello, Elastic Box, Endrid, Raspberry, Shadowhair, Metalface, everybody else. Good evening. We're back after you exposed yourself all weekend. Can I also? So
I
let
exposed
me
my killer moves. You mean?
Okay, let me address your.
I danced for 24 hours this weekend on my regular Nathan channel.
No.
That's what he's talking about.
Hold up. I'm gonna call that out right now. You didn't dance for 24 hours. You wiggled for 22 hours. You danced for 2 hours. You should relabel the stream as 2-hour dancing stream, 22 hours of wiggling stream.
First of all, up to the interpretation is up to the eye of the beholder. Everything is dancing as long as you're moving. I moved my body for 24 hours. How about that? Huh?
I mean, in that case,
Catch
I'm dancing.
me outside, Tom.
If it's dancing, I'm dancing right now. I'll just do this for 24 hours. Look at, I'm moving my.
It counts. I'll say
my
this.
eyebrows.
I did chill dancing. I vibed, and for a majority of the stream, I danced very hard, harder than most people would. I watched the things from like the 50s, and they're doing the dance-a-thons 24 hours.
They die at the end. They're like at the end of it. They're like,
they're literally like this. They're going yes.
Yeah, they're dying.
This is them dancing.
Oh yeah,
like, okay. If that's a dancing, then I danced because I did more than that. And it wasn't.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't trying to set a record. I was just trying to do it for myself. Say I'd moved for 24 hours, just to point attention to the Indiegogo. By the way, thank you everyone who donated. The Indiegogo earned about $12,000 more by doing the dancing. So thank you. It's still open.
Wow.
And we are still trying to get about 7,000 more. So if you got a couple bucks, throw it in at the Indiegogo, or maybe become a member over here of Odd Boys, our brand new channel. This is our 9 to 5.
Yeah, this is our channel now. We have a channel.
We're splitting it 50-50. Every member and sub goes to Tom and I 50-50. This is our 9 to 5. We're trying to grind and do it 3 times a week, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. So if you're here, thank you for being here. Come back on Friday. We'll see you again. And then Saturday.
Speaking of that, we got an offline tier 3 membership from Space Breakfast. Space Breakfast is Space Breakfast and Avatar, who is their partner. Incredibly supportive, kind people. So nice. Thank you again, Space Breakfast, Contessa, and Avatar. So supportive, so nice. Thank you for supporting all of our stuff. Oh my God!
Oh my God! Sai!
5 memberships. Holy!
Sai is gifted 5 memberships.
Cow!
Sai is always gifting memberships.
Sai, thank you very much. Sai is also very Sai is a newer comer for my content, but Sai is also very supportive and very nice. Thank you, Sai. Very much appreciated.
Thank you.
In all seriousness, though, I will say, even just the wiggling, very difficult to do. I couldn't do it.
My feet are swollen today.
Yeah, it was very, very crazy, and I can't believe you did that. The most I've ever done is Jamie and I did a 25-hour stream, but we took breaks.
Yeah.
We stopped naps? We didn't take naps, but
that's
we
what
would do like.
I thought the no sleeping was gonna make me kind of like mental and delirious, and maybe I'd pass
It's so
out.
hard. It's so hard to do.
There's only one really low point, and it was at like 4 a.m.
That's when it hits you.
That was like my 24-hour mark then, and I was of not sleeping, and I was like, oh no, I might pass out, and then it was gone within like 30 seconds, and I was just ready to go the rest of the time.
Tom couldn't even.
So.
Frax, I'd like to see Frax move for 24 seconds straight. Frax says, I'll see you move for 20. I see you in the chat trying to roast me, Frax. Let's see you move for 24 seconds straight. And then we'll see. But no, any sort of challenge like that, adding dancing on top of it, so difficult, so hard, an accomplishment. I can't believe you.
I'm done.
I can't believe you did it.
I don't need to do any more long, stupid dance streams ever again. That's it.
Yeah, but what if you did?
Nope. No need. I'll do something else for 24 hours. I won't do dancing though.
We have to do what Jamie and I played. We did like 24 hours of playing like prop hunt and other games. It was really fun.
Yeah, games would be fun. No, Super Goose. I've had these for a while. These are my this is Masato from Neon Genesis. This is the Canteen from my short film Neutral. This is Alpha. She's a robot from the anime YKK Yokohama Kadashi Kiko. This is the Candy Tin from Grave of the Fireflies, the Ghibli movie, really sad Ghibli movie. And I have Princess Mononoke right here. And I had a lot of other tattoos, and I removed all of them. I think I removed 30 tattoos.
I am not going to, as this is, I say this truthfully. If you do journey into the Great Pacific Northwest again, I am going to stop you from getting tattoos so you can remove them. It's such a waste of money.
I don't need to get a tattoo. I got so many tattoos and then removed them. I have nothing else to get. What I would want to get, I've already had.
Okay, good.
I'm not a tattoo person. I don't really like
You're not allowed to get. You're not allowed to get anymore. It's done. It's over.
I thought about removing these 4 as well, but they're so low on my wrist, you don't normally see them. And I removed all the stuff on my chest and my ribs.
Is the one on your arm? Is the one on your arm gone?
I have Masato. On my bicep, I left Princess Mononoke because
you had like an actual like filled in like an eighth of a sleeve on your arm. Is that totally gone?
No, I just had it was up on my bicep, the airplane one, the old when I was when I was 21. That's gone.
Is that
that's the first totally one gone? I removed that like 15 years ago.
I remember you were getting it done forever, but it was still like sort of there for a long time. But it's completely gone.
It's still you can kind of still see blueness, but yeah, it's gone.
How much do you think it would cost to get my tattoos removed?
Way too much money.
$50 million, probably.
Probably.
Too
honestly,
much?
Like all of your tattoos, you're covered. Your whole body's covered.
That's true.
It costs over $100,000.
Worth it. I'm gonna do it. I'll do it tomorrow.
You can't really remove blue all the way, and purple.
Screwed.
Yellow goes. I think there's certain colors that like don't go away.
Exactly.
I'm eating trail mix and it's really bad because I can't stop eating it. Whenever I have it in front of me, it's like I'm addicted to it.
How are you supposed to host the show? This is why you have to eat before the show. That's what I did.
I'm just snacking around.
You're not allowed to eat on camera. Wasn't that Keemstar's rule?
Oh yeah, isn't that what he said? We weren't supposed to eat when we were on the show. Why? Because maybe his chewing sounds annoying or something.
I don't know. The only exposure that I have to that show is from when you were on. But I saw him yell at somebody once because they were like eating on camera. But like, I think that is one of his rules. But I also, from a broadcast standpoint, I do get it.
Yeah.
It is like, right. It is distracting. So I do get it. But I also think it doesn't, if it's a more like, this is a more casually paced conversational podcast. Yeah. So it doesn't really matter.
Oh, if we get 3 more likes, we hit 22, my lucky number.
Hey.
I proposed an idea to Keemstar today.
What?
I don't know if I'm gonna say what it is, but it's a pretty entertaining, funny idea that would happen on a live stream on one of their channels. I want to do it on their main show where they get a lot of people watching, and it would help advertise for my Indiegogo for my dad horror film. So, getting their audience to maybe throw a couple bucks into my movie, and then I go and do something with 2 people on their show. I think it would be very entertaining, and I think the entire internet would watch. My world, their world, like the YouTube boxing world. I think they would all want to watch this, and I would do it just to advertise for my horror film Indiegogo, so I could hit the final goal to make my movie.
You know that I think all of this drama stuff and all these drama channels are beyond brain dead.
Yeah.
But I also agree with you. You told me the idea. I also do think it would be funny, and it would be talked about quite a bit, and it would also push all of your stuff over the goal line. So as much as I think that the drama content is completely, this also isn't drama content.
It's not drama. I would do. It's just entertainment.
The idea that you proposed was just really dumb. So it was like it'd be funny.
It would be very funny. He likes it. He's into it. So he's gonna talk to me tomorrow, I guess. So yeah,
Raspberry,
stay tuned for an insane thing, everybody.
Raspberry was asking, what is the link to play Konosupin? Raspberry, I'll make you a deal. We've already hit 5 members on the stream. If we can hit 22 members, Nathan's lucky number, we will play Konosupin for you, and we will
dance
sing
to it.
We'll sing along, we'll dance, we'll wiggle. What is that? 17 more members. If we can up our members 17 more, we'll just watch Konosupin for you. So there you go. There's your challenge.
Dumbest song that everyone always plays and bothers me like crazy with. I will embrace it once and dance to it if we get 22 members. That's the plan. Elastic, good question. What about these ghosts? You guys want me to tell you about the ghosts? Because I know about... Oh, I wanted to say one thing now to get it out of the way.
No, this better not be drama. My drama Geiger counter's going off, Nathan. I just, is that the noise the Geiger counter makes, the radiation?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it. Nathan, you have to expel the drama. We have to exorcise the drama demons from your body. You need to stop.
I'm saying it. And
hold on. I have it. This will help repel the drama demons. Go away, drama.
It's funny.
Drama, go away. Drama.
Oh, you can kind of hear it. Oh my gosh, Raspberry. Thank you, Raspberry, for becoming a member. Yeah, that's literally your drama alert bell. It's funny when you bang that, it like goes silent because your silencing peak limiter shuts it up. I can't even hear him. I can't hear you. Muted yourself or something.
Oh, hello?
There we go. You're back.
Yeah, it like muted itself. Oh, I think I hit the...
When it gets too loud, maybe it like shuts itself off.
I think I hit the mic.
Oh.
But thank you, Raspberry, for that. Thank you for becoming a member.
Thank you,
now
Raspberry.
We're 16 away. 16 away from... Okay, you're allowed to make one drama announcement if this is drama related.
This is just... it's about the video I just uploaded on the Nathan channel. I didn't know Idubbbz had sort of talked about me. He did an interview with some guy on his stream or something, and I just saw it today, and I was like, what is this? It was 2 weeks ago, and I'm just saying it here to get it out of there in case anyone's wondering. If you hadn't seen my video yet on Nathan, I just uploaded it. He called me, says I'm being an a-hole, which I feel I never was. I was very nice the whole time, and I was only voicing my disappointment and sadness, which I guess I'm not allowed to feel, because if I do, I'm then an a-hole. I can't let people know I'm upset with something he did to me, because that's rude of me to do, apparently. So I wanted to address that and say how I felt, and say... I think, if you watch my video on the Nathan channel, I think I addressed everything both of these guys said, and it seemed like the host was just kind of like saying what he thinks Idubbbz would have wanted him to say, and kind of like, he seemed like a fan of Idubbbz, and it was really dumb stuff, but I never heard Ian even say anything about me, and this was the most that he'd said, and I didn't know what happened, so I made a video. It's on the Nathan channel, and it's a real sad shame that this is the way things turned out. I wish he and I could just, get over it. And, we can get over it by me shutting up and not talking about it anymore. That's one way, because I guess he's never going to talk to me about it. It just seems like he's avoiding talking about me indirectly and referencing me or addressing me, because I don't think he'll ever look good if he does do it, and he knows that. And he just keeps disguising his fear of talking about me with... Oh, I just don't want to get into that. It's what he's saying. And then also he says he won't box me because he wants a challenge. I'm not challenging enough, and so I'm not worth fighting. And even for $100,000, it's not worth winning an easy fight, apparently. So I think he's full of crap, and he's just talking, he's saying, making excuses. But I've never been rude, and I've never been mean.
In his defense, though, he's right. I could beat you in a fight.
Yeah.
Pushover.
True.
No, I think I don't care about the drama stuff. I don't any of this, but obviously you're my friend. I've known you for a long time. I think at a minimum, and nobody owes anybody anything, right? I think that a bigger, better person would at least engage in a dialogue. And I think that not that he owes you that,
No.
but I do think that the least he could do to be like a well-adjusted person would be just to reach out to you and just say, hey man, I'm sorry that things didn't work out. I'm not interested. Thank you for thinking of me, and I hope you have a nice life. And that's all he would have to do. And it's a shame that he won't even, and he does, and that's the whole thing. He doesn't owe you that. I just think that would make him, that would just make him like a bigger, like a not like the bigger not the bigger person, but it would make it so you would then hear it and acknowledge it and go, all right, thanks for getting back to me.
Yeah.
Have a good life.
Am I texting him of, hey, do you want a box? That was a genuine reach out. To be like, hey, let's talk about this and figure it out. And I guess since he didn't recognize the number, it probably wasn't the best way to do it. But once he did know it was me,
yeah.
Which I removed from the
oh,
screen
brother, kick rocks.
You think he would have said, oh, it's Nathan. Nah, dude, I don't really want to do that. Let's just not talk about this anymore. Sorry, I'm doing my own thing. You could have said something.
That's all he had.
I was approachable, and I wasn't like rude in my message at all. He just like kept pushing it away. But some things that I keep seeing everyone saying on the internet is, people are saying they think he can't. He has nothing to say that will make. He won't look good in any way.
No, there's no. I think that's the whole thing. I think that's the whole thing. I think that I've said this to you.
He knows what he did was scummy and wrong. Basically,
well, all of this aside, like this whole situation aside, I think that he maybe somewhere in his head he realizes that he undervalued your contribution to Creator Clash. You were the most because of the Matt Watson thing, then being on Joe Rogan. You were the #1 most talked about, and he can deny that all he wants, but you were in terms of like brand exposure and marketability.
My ring entrance for Critical Clash 2 was the most viral moment of the whole thing too. And it's like he didn't want to admit that.
He really undervalued you.
And also it's almost like he didn't like, because I wish I could have gotten like a co-main event for Critical Clash 3. Like I was gonna be gonna be one of the first matches again.
Right. And I think
why couldn't I be main event? Not that I would have never suggested that either, but just the fact that I was never asked to be a later end match made me feel like, okay, they don't really care for me or like me, even though I'm doing a lot for this event. It just
I think
like
that's
things in perspective. Like, all right, they don't value me. I don't think.
I think that's the whole
boxed before are going to be closer to the end than I am, but maybe it's because they look at only YouTube numbers and subscriber count, and that's what matters to them.
I think, unfortunately, I think in the end this just showed, and like I know that you have no like hatred, and you don't have any hatred in your heart for anybody. So I know that what you're saying to Ian is coming from like a place of like I get what you're saying. In your head, you're like, we have this opportunity. We should take it, and like this will be good for both of our brands if we do this. And I get what you're.
With no hard feelings. We got some cash. Critical Clash is a bummer, but hey, let's move on, dude.
Well, you leave it in the ring. That's the whole thing. You leave the feelings in the ring. I get where you're coming from, because you're looking at it like a business, which is like but like you also are from. Right
now is the only time we have to make this money. Right now. Right.
You're coming from show business, and he's coming from a very he's coming from YouTube, which is a very isolated place where
and
I think
really
he was
weird niche of the internet as well.
Right. And I think that you were just presenting it like a business opportunity, but I think you said what you had to say in the video.
But if he responds, he might have zero interest. So even if it was to give him $500,000, he might just not care. He might not want the money. He just wants to like. I wonder if he regrets his content cop video, doesn't remove it because that would look bad and people would rip on him for it. Also, it is making him money, I'm sure, still by getting some views still. But I think he regrets it and is like, I need to move past this. But then I say that now. Actually, now I feel the opposite, because he just put that other video the other day. Is like, I'm still rolling around in the slop. But it's like when he wants to roll in the slop, he does. He makes his video, he makes his claims. But then if anyone calls him on anything he says, it's like, leave me alone, ignore them, ban them from the chat. It's, dude, you can't just go
What?
around here
Yeah.
knocking shelves over and then not expect people to like come at you and ask you about it. Like he's just causing problems, and no one can talk to him about it ever.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're an a-hole if you address him. It's like, what is happening? And it's kind of infuriating. But then that just makes me go, all right, I got to throw my hands in there. But maybe that's his game plan to just make people so frustrated that they just go like, I can't deal with this guy anymore. I'm out of here. And then they leave him alone, and then he wins. He's like, I screwed you, and I win. I get the last word.
I think ultimately he's not going to. I think you said what you had to say. If he engages, he engages. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But I think that at this point, you've put it out there, and you've also responded. And yeah. I think I don't think there's anything else you can say to him.
No, I think you've done talking about this
yeah.
a long time ago. But then when the opportunity and the interest from Misfits for me and him to box came up, I was like, oh god! And I started making a couple more videos, trying to like maybe see if we could get the internet behind this, and then maybe he would see that the internet is behind it, and then maybe he would be tempted to do it. I was trying to just make that happen, because it would be good for both of us. But now that it seems like he's just not going to do it, I'm like, all right, let's move on. I
think he's just
someone. It's just not going to be him.
I think he's too. You know how people get when they're really dug in. I think he's so dug in that you're never going to get him out. He's dug his heels in, and you like, because people are like this. If somebody has it in their head that they are right and you are wrong, and they're dug in, the more that you try to convince them of something, they're just going to dig in even harder. He's just going to keep digging and keep digging and keep digging. And the only thing that will eventually happen, I feel, is eventually he'll either dig his way to the other side, or he'll dig himself so far down, he'll be gone.
Yeah.
There's like no other option.
Yeah.
So I think you said what you had to say. And now we can move on. Idubbbz, we wish you well. Hopefully you and Nathan can reconcile, and you can have yourselves a great boxing bout at some point.
I hope he can reconcile with everyone, not just me, because like the thing between me and him is like nothing. Like the thing I wish he could do is reconcile with Ethan and other people he was genuinely friends with, and like kind of like get past this period he's in where like he's at odds with anybody, and like maybe he can just go back to making creative things instead of just like yelling at people.
Yeah. But Nathan, listen, Nathan. I understand where Ian is coming from. We've all been 14 years old before. Isn't that how old Idubbbz is? When you're really oppositional like this. Oh no, never. No, he's 34. He's 34. Oops.
Yeah, he is very oppositional. That's the thing, and that's like what his whole brand is like, just like yelling at people and complaining about things. But I think he was trying to figure out what his content was a year ago, and I don't think he could really figure anything out other than just going back to like yelling it about things.
I think he doesn't
like making music or songs or writing scripts or writing a series. Or he did a video I really liked where he built the Super Monkey Ball cabinet. That's one of my favorite games. I thought it was a cool video. It was very impressive to make. That's a really complicated thing with the trackball, a big trackball. That was an awesome video. I think he should do more stuff like that instead of this other stuff that that I'm addressing now. Even the stuff I'm doing. I keep telling my audience, I'm like, this isn't what I'm doing. This is just a moment in my life where I'm trying to take advantage of a thing. And
I think at the end of the
videos that no one's gonna watch in a couple of weeks.
I think at the end of the day, just to shift the conversation into the real topics, which is the supernatural, we're not going to talk about drama here. You said what you had to say. Idubbbz, sincerely, Nathan, both I know you don't know me, but I'm like, I wish you well. I wish you the best. I hope you have a nice life and you figure everything out. I'm sure that Nathan wishes the same for you. If you choose to box him, it would be a fantastic bout.
It would. And he knows it would. I would not be this easy thing he thinks, and he knows that. It would be a perfect match. Anyway, but
we wish you well. Maybe someday we can talk to you about UFOs. That would be an amazing reconciliation.
I don't think he's ever going to talk to me
again.
again.
Yeah, maybe. You never know.
But
all right,
now,
let's get into the real stuff here. And after this, you don't want me to play the drama bell again, do you?
Nope, because it makes everything go silent.
This is your one drama a month.
Yep, that's it.
After this, nope. That was it. This is the one bell a month. Now we have to move into the real show here.
Do you want to go through the quick things that I have at the top?
Yeah, let's go through the quick things here.
All right.
We have some nice quick reaction videos.
Yeah.
We've got a hotel ghost.
Since this is the ghost titled episode.
Shut up, Frax. No, we're not adding Nathan Talks drama onto the bingo card. This is it. Listen, I'm getting the bell.
We did. Oh wait, I already have this open. I think
we're not talking about drama. I'm getting the bell.
Here we go. Okay, let me move this away. This is a YouTube channel titled Fearsome Top 5. It's one of those channels that, like, you know, does compilations like, look at this weird footage. What do you think? And they're usually kind of silly. But I found some pretty good spooky things here that I'm like, oh, that's actually worth watching and talking about. So this is
a woman named Keeney along.
Hang on, let me skip up here. Which one is this one? Okay. This is a bunch of ladies that go on a trip and they go to a hotel and they take some photos, and then the photos after they develop them are freaking creepy. So, Let's see here.
Keeney, along with a few friends, took a trip to Cancun, Mexico, where they stayed at the Royalton Riviera Resort. Excited to capture every moment, each of them carried a disposable camera throughout their stay.
Do you hear the way this guy talks? Is he trying to do like a Chills impression?
That's the voice that all these channels make. They all do the spooky voice.
It's like they talk kind of weird and they speed up and slow down their voices.
And then the spooky ghost happened into the room. I mean, even I'm guilty of it. Even I, in a few of the Tinfoil Tom videos, I tried doing like a voice, and then I was like, this sounds so dumb. I was like, I'm just gonna narrate it. I'm like, doing the voice, it just sounds too like affected.
Is it an AI voice, Shadow? I think it's not.
No,
AI. I think it's him. And he's affecting his voice because Chills got so popular, and Chills does have a weird voice. Chills talks like this, and this is the scariest thing you're gonna see all day.
Well, they like over enunciate.
I think they copy him.
They always like over enunciate. And then the ghost went
because it gets you like
the
paying attention.
room.
You're like, wait, what is this guy? Why is he talking like this? And then you realize you're just like watching for so long because you want to keep hearing him speak weird. It's definitely a method. So anyway,
Burger King foot lettuce.
Yeah, that's like the famous quote.
That's so gross to think about that somebody, if that actually, I mean, I know that was a real picture, but to think that like we've all been to Burger King, get the Impossible Whopper. To think that an employee, I really hope that they didn't serve that to customers. Well, you've seen the picture, right? It's like it's like the giant like bin of lettuce, and he's standing in it. It's so gross. It's so gross. But like the idea that like that went onto somebody's Whopper, it's so gross. It's like, Burger King foot, yeah. It's so gross. He's just standing in it. So gross. Yeah, we should.
It's so rude.
It's so gross.
Off the customers.
Right. It's like, it better not. Hey, I hope this isn't your Burger King, because I'm literally like, that's like that those feet were in the bathroom. They were all over the floor. Just the guy's stinky shoes all in the. It's so gross.
Burger King foot lettuce.
Burger King foot lettuce. There it is. That went into your Impossible Whopper. That's the lettuce that's on top of it.
Extra protein.
So gross.
All right, let's see what happens to these ladies on their trip.
On the very first day, while settling into their room, Keeney snapped a casual photo of her friends. But it wasn't until she returned to the U.S. and had the pictures developed that she noticed something bone-chilling.
Going through my disposable camera photos from my Mexico trip, but who...
Dude! Are you seeing it?
Yeah.
I got freaking chills when I watched this last night.
I'm wearing sunglasses. I can't even see you.
Keep it going. Ready? Watch this.
Is
Yeah, I
that?
can see that. I can see the shadow.
What is this lady? That is like really
This was in the
good.
hotel room. It was just me and my 3 friends.
Girls' night out.
Dude, it also
Girls'
looks,
night.
It also looks like there's a face coming out of her like suitcase over here. Look,
It's
at
very
this.
strange.
If this is fake, it's really good. They did a good job. But here's the thing that's weird. See the shadow that goes all the way down here? Like they even thought to add this. Like it is like really crazy Photoshop, or it's a real demon. I don't know. It's crazy.
3 friends posed for the camera. None of them realized what else had been captured in the frame. Just behind them, the shadowy outline of a woman can be seen lurking in the background. What makes this sight even more disturbing is the unnerving grin stretched across her face,
her eyes are
almost
so
as if she
far
was
apart.
smiling for the photo.
Spooky.
But what's really unsettling is no one else was in the room that night. And if this had been an actual person,
Except
the
for a
flash from
ghost.
the camera would have illuminated her face. But whoever or whatever this was remained in the shadows, ominously standing and
Glitched
staring.
well, whatever.
Number 3.
Dude, it's so good.
It's creepy, but I definitely I detect a Photoshop.
I detect a ghost caught on camera.
I want to believe in all of everything. Some things I'm like I don't know if I'm I don't know if I'm totally sold on this one yet.
I want to believe in everything as well, so I do. Yep, there you go. Told you.
Good logic. I mean, we can't disprove that it was fake.
Okay, this one, I think you're gonna go. Okay, I don't.
You
I
gotta
don't
you
know
gotta you gotta
how
you gotta
this would be
you gotta
fake.
convince me. You gotta convince me here.
This one, I think you're gonna watch. You're gonna go. Okay, that's weird. I don't know how he
Yeah,
would
it's-
fake that. That's really.
It's creepy.
good.
It's creepy for sure.
This next one, the guy is like a Hollywood FX master.
I mean, what if the guy is just like Kane Pixels?
Even Kane, I don't think could pull this off. What you're about to see, true horror, is not fakeable. Is that a word?
Yeah, why not?
Almost as
Could be.
Okay, this one. Let me see here.
Is it just going to be? You know what you are? You're a Facebook boomer. You are prime for believing like an AI talking head just telling you something.
No way.
Some sort of like
I only no,
some sort of disinformation.
I watch a lot of his videos, and most of them I'm like skip, dumb, not scary. But then every once in a while, you get like 3 good ones a month. You're like, okay, that's creepy. And these are those ones I'm showing you.
You're a Facebook nana.
I am
You're
not.
Facebook.
I don't
You
even
are.
have Facebook. I don't use Facebook, and I am
Yeah,
not
but you might as well-
falling for everything.
Yeah, you might as well though.
No, you're just someone who doesn't believe in anything.
I want to believe in everything.
You have no values. Do you know what that's from?
Sounds familiar. Is that from a movie?
White Lotus season 3. Did you watch White Lotus?
Yeah, I did. I
The
kind
mom,
of.
She's like, where are your values? The rich mom.
Alba really liked that show.
That is Katie and I all day. We go values. This show is awesome. 36 likes. Thank you very much. Can we hit 44? Same as my age. Then
Oh
we
yeah,
can
I
hit-
have True Values. I play Crothers in the show.
Oh, true. If we hit 44 likes, we will get as many likes as I am old, and if we hit 50, we can get Tom. So
And if we get 5 million likes on this stream, I'm going to rewrite the Dad movie. And anytime Dad is a character, I'm just gonna rewrite it, make it Crothers.
no.
And then that's the version of the
You
movie.
should make your own Crothers movie, where it's just Crothers staying there smiling for an hour and a half.
I mean, I already so
True
I
Value Hardware Store. Just standing there.
I will say Crothers was a character that was fun to play, but it was also ultimately it was your show, and like, yeah, I had some input, but it was still your show. If people want to see what I'm actually writing, the character of Tom Wilson in Project Earth was like, that was Barry saying, just write the character however you would. And the first thing the guy does in the show is have sex with aliens. And that was like my idea, is that he legally
Tom's type of content right there.
Right. And that was like my first, like the writing that character. I was like, what was the first thing that what would the first thing that this character should be doing? He should be elected vice president and he should be having sex with aliens.
I mean, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I wrote the character. I would.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. All right. This is footage Tom cannot deny. I'm calling this one Kitchen Ghost.
Number 4. A TikTok creator known as WinMCPic document a series of from lights appearing in different rooms, and every so
Excuse me.
one of these figures directly on camera.
Excuse me. Are you back there again?
Stuff starts turning on.
Ooh.
This has become its favorite spot. Now, and there he is.
You can see it. Kitchen's
Okay,
back on,
that's
things
enough
back on.
water, please. Okay. Everyone can see you in the reflection, bud.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at
Everyone
that. You see
can
the person
you in
move
the
by?
reflection.
It is creepy, yeah.
Where did the guy go?
It's gone. Okay.
Yeah, this one was pretty
I
good.
know he's not in here, but I just want anyone who's
All right,
watching
all
to see
right, all right. This one
This
was
is too
pretty
small.
We gotta
good.
analyze this. I have
Just
one
so it's
theory.
not- I just wanted you to see.
I mean, there's nowhere that person could have
Kevin's
hid,
knocking again.
and there's no like visible
I'm
cut.
leaving.
And you saw the reflection in the refrigerator, or the shadow, right?
I did. Mm-hmm. And there's no visible cut, so I'm not quite sure what this could be.
It had to be FX or something.
That's enough for today.
He started recording after hearing strange noises coming from the back room. Suddenly, the sink in front
But wait, let me go back, because I thought I saw like a black hand move in the very beginning, like on one of the walls. You see that black thing right here? Can you see this?
Uh-huh.
Right here? Does that move? What is that on the edge of that little wall?
You back there again? This has become its
Does
favorite
that
spot.
stay there?
No, and
Yeah, there's
there he
nowhere
is.
for
Oh,
it
it's a little
to.
latch. Okay, it's fine.
There's nowhere. There's I would
Okay,
say if there was
that's enough water,
if there was
please.
like a visible spot for them to hide, I'd be more skeptical.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, here, this is what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
This
I don't know what
top
it
one.
could be.
You see this top? See these two black little notches here? Like the little on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like it's a latch for a door, even though there's no door here. But then this one, I think, disappears. Yeah, you see that? What was that? I just noticed that, but now I didn't even notice that before.
So maybe there was some sort of digital trickery here.
It seems like there was. Did I just figure this out?
Okay, that's enough.
Look. There's two. Yeah, there's two things.
I thought you were a Mr. Believe Everything, and you're debunking
I
your
am,
own
but I
videos.
didn't notice that before, and the shadow freaked me out. But like, that would just open up the possibility that he did some effects. But well, either way, that shadow when it moves across the reflection of the refrigerator is really good. So however he did that is impressive. But why did he leave such an error in here?
I mean, I think it's just some guy making TikTok videos.
Let's see. That black thing disappearing.
Water, please.
Unless it's supposed to be like some black, like what are they called? The shadow people? Maybe it's like a shadow person like peeking around the corner with their hands, and then the hands peel away.
It's creepy, but I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, that was weird.
it's like I want to actually see a ghost.
Everyone can see you in the reflection, bud.
It is creepy though.
And then here's my question now. Watch the movement of the camera. Camera's moving, and then it moves a little faster. It looks like this could be the camera guy, the guy talking, his shadow against the refrigerator. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I mean, I think that there could have been some movement where there was like a small cut.
Wait, watch. Ready? Him. It moves. When he steps faster, closer, it moved away faster and closer. It kind of matches the camera's movement. I think it's just his shadow.
Yeah, maybe it's just like weird. It's like a weird lighting type
Because
thing.
there's probably like a big
It
window
seems like-
behind him in like what we can't see on the other side of the sink. And it pushes him through. But why is there black glitches on the wall? What does that have to do with anything? If this is
Yeah.
not an effect, and this is just that cameraman's shadow, but it does move that way.
Oh yeah. Is there a window outside?
This
Yeah,
actually-
it does.
Okay, I'm countering what I just said, because what if it was the camera guy, the shadow would just be growing on the refrigerator. As he's getting closer, the shadow would be getting bigger. It clearly moves to the left and moves away. I don't know.
Well, is there a window outside? Like, could it have been somebody outside the building?
Where?
Is there a window?
There is, but it's closed. Oh, he could have climbed. Oh, he could have crawled that way. Let's see.
Or it could have just been somebody
That window,
outside.
that person got out really quick.
Well, no.
That
No.
shade.
I think somebody
Right
just
here.
walked by.
But
I
the
think somebody
shade is
walked.
closed.
It doesn't matter. It could still cast a reflection on the fridge. It's like, what if
But
you
you couldn't have walked by and had it go from the right to the left of that refrigerator. It would have only like appeared like here. It would have gone this way, or
I feel like
if they're walking this way outside, the shadow would have gone like this. And if they're walking this way outside, they'd only appear like right here for a second on the refrigerator. It'd be like this. It wouldn't have come. It would have never been over here. But the way the light is coming in.
Yeah, Han says the window light's enough for a shadow. I think the guy's buddy walked by. I think they realized.
No, Hans is wrong, because if the guy would have had to have been in this room, because the light is coming from outside. If the guy was outside, he'd be in the light.
I don't know.
He would
I
have
think
to
it
be
was
in this room. I
think it was somebody outside.
The light is shut. That doesn't make any sense scientifically. The way shadows work, that doesn't work that way. The light would have to be coming from over here.
You be the judge.
You know?
You be the judge. I think it was somebody. I think I just solved it. Boom. Case closed.
No, that doesn't make any sense, because it
was
wouldn't have
somebody
appeared on this refrigerator. It would have been, if anything, it would have been over here on the washer. And also, look, it's a washed out window shade. It's like matte. It's like not see through. It wouldn't have had that intense of a shadow.
And it's gone.
Look, it's like a closed shade.
Yeah. What if the guy had a flashlight or something? It could have been like anything.
A flashlight in the daytime?
Yeah, really bright. A really bright one.
The sun is brighter than the flashlight. It wouldn't have done anything. The flashlight wouldn't have even showed up.
Not if you have like a halogen bulb in there.
You would have
That's
seen
really
that.
bright.
Then you would have seen that spotlight all over the refrigerator, as well as the shadow. That it was so soft and like subtle. There's no way.
I think it was somebody just walking by.
If it was faked, it was done digitally. There's no way this was done practically.
Oh yeah, Rumba said it was magnets. I think it was magnets too.
This is a phantom. This is a shadow person. That's the only explanation.
Spot.
Let's watch one more time.
Now, and there he is.
Every video you just go, it's true. It's true.
Look at how dim it is in there. There's no way a shadow wouldn't do that.
All aboard the ghost train.
But also, yeah, the water could have been like a fishing line, and someone could have pulled it right behind camera. That is like easily faked, the water. It's the shadow that's
Okay,
scary.
that's enough water.
I think it was somebody just walking by the window.
Tom, the window is closed. There wouldn't have been a shadow. It's closed.
It was
the shade
the
is
day.
down.
It's the daytime and the sun reflecting on front. The person blocking that light, casting a shadow through the window,
Not with
created a
shade
shadow
down.
on the
You know,
fridge.
Do you see how diffused that light is? That light is so diffused with that shade down. Even if you walked right against that window, as close as you can get to the glass, it wouldn't have caused the entire silhouette of a human's body that forward. The refrigerator is too far from the window to have that intense of a shadow.
I agree. Listen, I'm going to say something I've never said before.
If it was nighttime with a spotlight and the window was open, then maybe yes. But the light would be too bright.
I'm going to say something I've never said before. I agree with Hans. The light is enough.
It doesn't even make sense. It's just a random sentence. It doesn't even mean anything.
The light is the daylight is enough. I agree with Hans for
the
the first
daylight
time ever.
is so bright that a human's body is not going to block the sun so much that it would cause this shadow. Unless he was in the room like 1 foot from the refrigerator. That's the only way. It would not happen. Also, the window is about this big. and it would cause the shadow to be so much smaller than what it was. That shadow was from a person that was right next to it.
What if it was a very large man?
Then he wouldn't have even seen the shape of the guy. Just would have been like a big black shadow that went by.
What if it was a window-sized man?
You guys have no explanation that is logical. You got to like actually think. Like think. It's just like basic thinking. This is basic like shadows and physics and positioning. It's just like very obvious that this is like a very complex thing.
You sweated all your brain cells out the other day dancing around for 24 hours. It was definitely somebody outside the window.
No, not at all. If he faked it, I'm not saying he didn't fake it. I just didn't fake it like that.
Everyone can see you in the reflection.
Oh, wait. Did I see a digital line on here?
Oh, yeah, it could have been a cut.
No, not a cut, but like a superimposed thing.
Well, that's what I mean. He could have like filmed a plate, like filmed it empty and then filmed it like, then the person just stepped off to the side.
How do I zoom in on like a computer? How do I like make this bigger? Like,
yeah, what if it was a man-sized?
like
Exactly.
Plus?
Exactly, Ashton. What if it was a man-sized window?
You can't like magnify on PCs, make a window bigger.
Everyone can see you
Yeah,
in the
exactly,
reflection,
Frax. The camera movement is a little
Everyone
weird
can see you
too.
in
I
the
think there's a
reflection.
cut, or there's some sort of like.
If anything, I think it's the camera guy causing the shadow himself, and there's a giant window behind him.
There's something, yeah.
But this is closed, and if this is so diffused, it wouldn't cause that shadow.
Yeah, I think that there's some sort of like
And see how the
cut
window is?
or like effect here.
It wouldn't. It moved this way. That means the guy, even if the guy moved across the window this way from right to left, you would only see it like from here to here. But it went across the whole refrigerator, the whole thing. The angle, it's too far back, almost like to the side of the refrigerator. It wouldn't have caused the shadow where it was.
I will say it's a good spooky and that's the whole thing. These videos are just fun, even if they're not believable. I think there's some digital trickery here. There's probably some digital trickery. But I also do not think this one was real.
Yeah,
I think there's some digital trickery afoot.
I think he might. My main theory is that he caused the shadow because his movement matched the shadow person's movement a little bit. I got a real good one coming up. So anyway, this is Kitchen Ghost.
And it's gone. Okay. I know he's not in here, but I just want anyone who's watching to see. This is too small.
Even looks in the
Cabinets
toilet.
are knocking again.
It's a trash can.
I'm leaving.
I used it like a toilet. Just don't tell him.
He started recording.
Wait, let's see what's on the other side. I want to see if we can see the window over here.
He started.
We couldn't see the window on the other side. Anyway.
Spooky.
Ghosts are real. Caught on camera. Told you.
Got him. We solved it.
I have three more fun things. The third one is crazy.
Is it real?
Yes. Definitely. All of these are real.
Oh.
And we'll never, ever figure it out. Because they don't want us to figure it out.
But I did figure it out. They're all from the same website.
Yep. Wait until you see.
I see that you discovered a new YouTube channel.
My new channel, Fearsome Top 5.
I see you've been watching Fearsome Top 5s. It's every single video that you're showing. It's from Fearsome Top. Shout out Fearsome Top 5.
Fearsome Top 5. You got a great channel on your hands.
Also,
I love it.
If we get what was it? 22. How many are we away?
22 members.
So that's what, 14?
We have 6
if we get
members for today.
If we get 16? If we get 16 more members tonight, we're going to watch Konosupen and have a dance party. If you would like us to react to Konosupen while still supporting the show, consider Konosupen and getting a membership or doing a super chat, which will allow us to continue doing the show long into the future.
Yes, please. Please become a member of Odd Boys. Give a like if you can. If you don't have any money, at least give a like to the stream. It really helps out.
I still have
Tuesday,
this.
Friday, Saturday.
I still have this stupid sour pickle I have to eat too.
I gotta order one of those.
I still have to do. I still have to do this. I'll still put it out there. If we get a red dono, I will consume it so that Nathan and I can both afford a fun
Show that thing on
life.
camera. What's the deal with that thing? It's just like psychotically sour.
This is like the new sour challenge. It's like it's a psychotically sour pickle that's soaking in liquid warheads juice.
Jeez. So it doesn't like burn. It's just like super tart.
It's just sour and absolutely disgusting,
I don't know
and
if
it's
I
not
could
going to
even
be
eat
fun.
that. Just to take like a bite and it might be hard.
No, you got to eat the whole thing.
Wouldn't that make you sick?
I mean, it's still just a giant pickle in a bag. It's just very sad.
I'm so afraid of my stomach hurting again after the last spicy thing. I don't know if I want ever to feel gross in my stomach ever again.
That's just the name. That's Hollywood.
No, this isn't Hollywood.
That's You're a Hollywood streamer.
This is bottom of the barrel degrading yourself.
That's
on a live
Hollywood.
stream.
Exactly. And I would like nothing more than to degrade myself for your entertainment, everybody. One red dono, I will suck this
Ooh, a
pickle
red dono.
down.
Who wants to see it? Will it happen?
I will willingly.
He already shaved his eyebrows for everybody.
I will willingly.
He has no eyebrows.
Hey, listen. We gotta pay the bills to keep Odd Boys going. We gotta keep the power on in the studio. I will gladly degrade myself for your entertainment, everybody.
Yes, please degrade Tom. Help, and I'll keep bringing you factual ghost footage videos.
Right, Nathan will keep doing that.
2 likes away from 50. By the way, thank you for coming to the second episode on the official Odd Boys channel. Episode 2. Here we go. We're deep in it now. Now, are you ready for the truth, Tom? All right. I hope
I was born ready.
This is an unexpected guest to a woman's house late at night.
A TikTok user named Lainey is currently getting her roof redone.
Oh, look how cute this little deer in our yard is.
Captured something terrifying.
Oh, look how cute this little deer in our yard is. How cute. But what's that?
What is that?
You'll see.
What is that? Why
What
there
is
a
it?
man on my roof
There's a man on her roof.
at 2 a.m.?
Why?
What?
That's the question.
I like how
Why
she's like,
is the Grim Reaper
huh?
on my roof?
Why is the Grim Reaper on her roof? Tom, what are you doing over there?
Huh?
You just checking her
What
shingles?
else is it? Help. What can this be?
So it's hard
Somebody
to see, but right
please
here. They'll
call
zoom
Does she
in.
have? Is there actual video or it's just a
Because-
photo?
Yeah.
I'm freaking out a little bit. So we're getting our roof redone. So there's a ladder. So anybody.
So
could
someone
just
like
doop, doop,
came
doop,
over to
doop,
her house
doop.
on the ladder and just
on the
stood on her
roof.
roof in the middle of the night.
Just before 2 in the morning,
It's
a
super,
solid black
super
figure was
creepy.
ominously standing
There
on
it
her
is.
roof. Obviously,
That is
no
weird.
one was supposed to be up there, so this image caught Lainey off guard. During the day, this is what the view of the roof normally looks like, with no unsettling figure in sight. But whether this was something paranormal or a stranger who climbed onto her home in the middle of the night, both options are equally terrifying.
Someone just walking around with nothing
Number
to do.
3.
Standing on her roof.
Jory wants to know if we watched Minutes of Horror, my favorite spooky YouTube channel, along with Odd Boys. Thank you for saying this is among your favorite spooky channels. I appreciate that, Jory. I have not
Thank you,
seen
Jory.
Minutes of Horror.
I have not either.
I'll have to check it out. Let me write it. I keep a little notepad handy. What is it called? Minutes of Horror. I'll check it out. Thanks for the tip.
I want to hear a call. I want someone to call into the show and tell us.
That's Friday.
Of there.
Oh yeah, we should. Oh yeah, we should get that. We should let everybody know. If you would like to call into Odd Boys Friday, all the tier 3 members, we might open it up to tier 2 if we don't have enough tier 3 members. We only have a couple. Get to call into the show and tell us your spooky stories, and that'll help. It'll help us keep the show going. It'll help us keep the lights on. But you also get to call in and tell us your spooky stories on Friday. But I think right now we only have like 3 tier 3 members, so might be a short call.
Any tier member. We have 3 tiers over here. become a member and tell us what has happened to you, or something you've heard about, or something you know that happened to someone you know. Tell us their story. We want to hear about all the sleepovers you've had with Sasquatch. Give us the deets. Maybe I'll hit up some people I know in the LA world who've experienced some weird things and see if they can call in and give us some a good little story.
But yeah, the person on the roof is pretty creepy. I don't know what, it's not the right shape. I mean, it's like it could be a digital effect.
And look how dark it is. It stands out. It's a lot darker than the rest. It's like as dark as these trees.
It does
like
seem
all this is like not as dark. Even these tiles aren't even that dark.
That's the one thing where I'm like, yes, it's a haunting image, but I think, yeah, the color is so different. Like the lighting isn't natural, and it's like, why is it such a it's like such it's so dark.
Yeah.
It's like so it's very unnatural looking.
Also, it could have just been her boyfriend who's like, I'm gonna get on the roof and we'll get some footage and we can make a spooky video. And he's just him standing on his own roof.
Could be that too.
But it is interesting that it happened right when there was a deer there.
Maybe it was the deer.
Or they got the footage of the deer. So there's a reason, and they said, hey, let's go back tomorrow night. I'll stand on the roof. And then you just combine the two shots from the deer. You could do a crop right here. You could do a crop anywhere. You could just crop right around him. Take the footage of him standing there on night 2 and add it into footage of night, because the camera's not moving. The camera's stationary. You know, it's locked
I agree
off.
I agree with Mothman. It's unusually dark, which immediately makes them suspicious. I agree with that. It's like, it's too dark, where it's like, for something to be like darkest of the dark, it's like, it seems like it's a digital effect.
Yeah, Daragon art. Yeah, it could be staged or fake. Spooky looking, though. There's that.
Yeah, very, very spooky.
All right.
Very spooky. Was it you, Nathan?
It was not me. 2 more videos.
Are you sure?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Are you sure it wasn't you, though, first?
Pretty sure.
You're positive?
I could not tell you if it was me or not. I don't know everything I do. All right, where is this one? This one is up here.
And this is Bigfoot?
This is either the abominable snowman or Sasquatch walking up a mountain pretty fast in a ton of snow.
Frosty the Snowman?
It's Frosty the Snowman.
Wow, I didn't know that
to watch an Odd Boys stream.
I hope so.
They were
I didn't know that
taking
Frosty
pictures
was a
of
cryptid
beautiful
now.
landscaped creature climbing the peak just next to theirs at a very fast rate.
No, fuck, wait. Babe, come here. Hurry.
In complete disbelief, they get their cameras and zoom in as most as they can, and this is what they saw.
Look how fast it's going. Up. I've walked up mountains like this. You cannot go that fast. That's like probably really deep snow too. And that thing is as big as this tree that it's next to. Right here.
That motherfucker over there. There's something wandering across the face of that.
I think it's swamp gas.
Swamp gas. That actually does look like Sasquatch. I thought it was white before, but it is actually darker looking than I thought. That thing is cruising. And it doesn't look like it's running either. It looks like it's just walking really fast. I mean, maybe
I don't know.
snowshoes?
I don't know what
The
this one's
very
weird.
beginning of the video,
Not
I
sure.
can't tell if it's a shadow behind it or if that's like a thing it's
Oh,
dragging,
yeah.
dragging a sled.
Rumba said it. It's a weather balloon.
My gosh.
True.
So many haters out there don't believe in the odd. You're
True,
also
it's
the
a
odd boys.
It's a weather balloon.
Well, because that thing is really far away. They're zooming in far. That's why there's that much wiggle on the camera.
I would
I've done it
love
before
to
where I
see.
zoomed with a long lens. It's so hard to keep it still unless it's locked off.
I would love to see some closer footage of it, but it is still a very, whatever it is. I think it could be an animal. I'd love to see something closer so I could like actually get the shape of it.
Mothman, you can't hold the camera steady because they're zooming in like a mile. They're zooming in so far. Did you ever watch the footage of the very beginning of Act 4, Dad? I'm up in the mountain in a situation just like this, and I zoomed really far in on these trees. And if you look at that shot, it's like this. The trees are just trembling because
if it's not like locked
tiniest
off,
bit of wind, it just shakes like crazy. The guy would have to like be over at Sasquatch filming him in order to get it clear, which you can't obviously do. Sasquatch isn't going to show up if you're right there. So anyway,
you can see what appears to be a regular person
that's
climbing
actually
the
pretty
mountain.
steady for this.
However,
this
if we
much of
look
a
closely,
zoom.
it seems to be moving way faster than any human
That
would
is steady.
through the thick snow.
I don't know. It's creepy.
Then watch what comes up next.
Not only
though.
that, if we compare this creature's size with the trees around it, it looks quite tall. At the time, this creature. Now, if all this, an internet personality known as The Muscle, who lives nearby.
So this guy's like, I'm gonna go check it out, and he gets some pretty cool looking.
The muscle's gonna get to the bottom of this.
Saw the video and got on his chopper to personally fly over the area to check it out. And what he found out left the entire internet scratching their heads.
Alright guys, we went up and went looking for Sasquatch because there was a sighting, and I'm gonna tell you this.
I like how he has a helicopter.
You're definitely gonna want to watch the video. I gotta say this. I didn't believe in Sasquatch until today.
This is from the helicopter. Look at the tracks.
It's even even further away.
Those are some big steps.
One might say a big foot.
Exactly. It looks like that's him right there. Still standing out there.
Yeah, he's got a personal helicopter.
Those are some big steps. Look at how far apart they are from all the way up here at their height.
While flying over Mount
unless it's just some sort of a weird, maybe something tumbled and bounced and fell down, a boulder, or it was just the wind, the way a wind hits and it skips down the hill or something and like blows chunks out. But this is all smooth snow, and something disturbed it in this very repetitious pattern, which is weird and interesting. Then there's this same thing here. This I think was like a snowball rolling down the hill.
That's what they want you to think, though.
I don't know.
If you think about that, that's what they want you to think.
What appears to be human footprints to the left.
Oh yeah, it's
right.
Jack Link's beef jerky.
Those are not human footprints to the left. That was not human at all. It was like right
on
top of each other. I like off to the left and right of each other.
It's definitely creepy.
Yeah.
I can't say whether I need closer footage of the actual creature.
Whatever it is, if it was snow rolling, it would be a constant line. It wouldn't have this like clean space, clean space, clean space. It's something that was bouncing down or stepping. You know.
Well, it looks like giant footprints that appear to have been made by the same creature that was caught on camera by Fishers Fishing and
Exactly, where it turns into a single line. That's where Bigfoot is carrying you.
Exactly.
It looks as if whatever this
Bigfoot
creature
was
it could.
Bigfoot was just bringing you back to camp.
Yeah. So yeah. Bigfoot exists. Told you.
I knew it. Hey, you don't have to tell me twice. I know.
Solved it, everyone. Bigfoot's
we solved
real.
it. We found Bigfoot.
This video you're about to see now.
Find me some closer footage. You keep finding. What are you doing? This is the problem. You keep looking at spooky top 5 and random Bigfoot videos from 3 miles away. Where's the real footage?
Thought-provoking.
Grade A entertainment.
Yeah, Bigfoot could have been hopping down the hill, like having a good time. That did kind of look like hopping.
He was skipping.
He was skipping. Yay, I'm in the snow.
Whee. Yay. Nobody's going to see me.
He might have just been giggling, having a good time.
I mean, I get it.
This video you're about to see is going to warp your mind and you're going to question existence.
What?
Exactly. That's what you're going to be saying. Here we go.
Okay, show me the video. I'm prepared to warp my mind.
Oh, it's the same video.
I'm prepared to have my mind warped.
Okay, this one is at
Thank you, everybody, for being here, by the way. Thank you for the members thus far. If you like what you're seeing and you would like the show to continue, we've locked Nathan in for the rest of the year. But if you would like the show to continue beyond that and you would like us to enjoy things like flavor and beverage, please consider tipping a super chat or a membership. The memberships also get you to call into the show on Fridays.
And we're 1 like away from 50.
And we're 1 like away from 50.
Here we go.
Okay. I'm ready to have my mind warped.
This, what they're saying is, so this shadow can't figure out where it's coming from, and it might be evidence that there is a glitch in the Matrix or the universe or the simulation. It is very weird.
Exactly, Ska. I cannot overstate the importance of flavor. And Nathan and I would both greatly enjoy the taste of flavor, potentially after the stream.
I love flavor.
So if you are able to support the Odd Boys into the future, we would like to keep the show going until the end of time itself, but we can only do so with your support.
Watch this.
Someone explain to me what this is a shadow of.
And you would think it's like, oh, a telephone pole or something, or a big crane or something. As you watch the video, you start going, okay, I guess it couldn't be that. It couldn't be that. If there was a crane really high, there'd be a super bright light like above them, and also the shadow would be way wider. This is
not if it was Niles' crane.
This crane,
like from Frasier, because he was short,
but he wasn't this tall, so it wouldn't work. Yeah, it wouldn't work.
Oh.
This shadow is so dark, it's clearly something that's closer to the ground that's causing the shadow. And it's not soft on the edges like a shadow. It would be diffused if it was like something way high up in the air. You know what I mean? The edges wouldn't be as hard. It's like dark and then it just ends. Watch this.
Hey, I before you start this, I actually thought of something. This is a real thought-provoking question that I have for you. So if you go on a fasting, this is just a random, this might break your brain. If you go on like a diet where you're not eating, it's called a fast, right? Like you're fasting, you're not eating.
A lot, are you going on a slow?
Yeah, exactly. If you're eating a lot, should we just call that you're having a slow?
I guess, because you probably would slow down if you keep eating. You're gonna get slower and slower as more you stuff yourself. So that makes sense.
I've been thinking about this all day because I think I've been in a slow for like a year.
You got to stop eating so much. Go on a fast.
Yeah, I got to go on a fast, I guess.
Speed up that brain.
Oh.
No, Hans, it's not that. You can see. Watch.
Above me.
There's that light.
It's not from that pole.
Because that pole.
The original philosopher
shadow
notices
would go to the base of whatever is causing it, and it's not going to that pole. That pole over there has its own shadow. What stick is between right where this person is? What pole or post is between that light source, which is up here, and this point of the ground?
Above me.
Right. What the pole would be right here, or right here. Or right here in some angle.
Yeah, it is weird.
I'm
curious where this random shadow is coming from.
There should be some pole above him, like where these phone lines are. There should be some pole above him going the other direction, the direction of the shadow. There's nothing above him.
It's not from that pole.
And it goes up that.
The original philosopher notices what looks like a shadow on the ground, but there's nothing casting it.
And look, it bends all weird over here. It looks like it's like alive or something. It's like strange. It's like it's going up the curve to the left, and then it goes this, and it zigzags. It's like it got painted down, but then he shows you it is a real shadow, and he puts his flashlight on it.
And he makes it quite clear in his video.
Should we run a poll?
Yeah, we should run a poll to see what is causing the pole shadow.
Okay, hold on. Let's run a poll. The chat wants a poll. Also, we got to set a goal here. We didn't set a goal. I'm going to set a goal in the chat. Can we get 10 super chat. Wait, let's do that. Let's do a small goal. Can we get 10 small super chats? And if we do it, Nathan will giggle. Nathan will giggle with joy.
Set that up.
Hold on, let me
keep playing this.
Nathan will giggle with joy. Hold on, I typed it wrong.
Here, don't say anything, because I'm trying to get this for clips, for videos for later. And I have to edit all this out.
There's nothing casting it, and he makes it quite clear in his video that there's no object above or nothing that could explain this mysterious glitch.
It's so dark as well, the shadow.
After posting the video to social media, there were many people leaving comments asking him to follow the shadow to check if there was something that could explain it. But the more he tried,
That's what everyone's been asking for.
Here we go.
Follow the shadow.
It's like some invisible thing you can't see is causing a shadow. It's interacting with this dimension in this universe. But it shouldn't. Like, there's an error. Look, it just goes away. The shadow just ends. You can kind of see it going up the grass. But then it fades.
After checking the other side of the street and seeing that there's...
So I wonder, there's a really bright light source here. But it's like down below. It's behind all this rubble. It's behind this house.
Mm-hmm.
Why would there be such a dark shadow in the parking lot? This light isn't even hitting the parking lot. You know?
Very strange.
The parking lot light is hitting the parking lot. So how is there a shadow on this grass and on the parking lot and up that fence? It's like the shadow just keeps going across everything. And it stays the same darkness all the way through.
Mothman says there's a wire
There's nothing
hanging in
that
front
could
of the light. So maybe there's a wire or something?
A wire? A wire causes that giant dark shadow? There's telephone wires, but they would be...
You be the judge.
I am. That's wrong.
Explain it. He does what many people would do, and he reaches out his arm to see where the shadow is coming from.
What the...
Oh my God, Sai! Let's go. Super chat. Thank you, Sai, for the first super chat
Thank you.
of the stream.
First dono. 51 likes. Here, wait.
That means we are only 4 away from the goal.
Oh, Katie's gonna go like the stream right now.
And Nathan will giggle with joy if we hit the 5 out of 5.
Are you trying to say chemtrails? All right, watch. I want to see him test this out and see what this is.
From.
What the...
Look, there's no shadow on his arm right there.
Ah.
But then it's right there.
And to his surprise, he finds out that it
It
seems
is
to be
weird.
coming from above, even though there's nothing up there. In another video, he shines a flashlight on the shadow.
And also, it would have to be below this parking lot lights. If it's above the lights, it's a black sky. Where is the light source that is causing the shadow? There's none.
Oh my God. Scabby Gaming, thank you for the second. We're only 3 away from Giggle Fest.
Thank you, Ska.
Imagine how happy Nathan will be. Just he won't be able to contain himself.
Just to show his subscribers that it's
Thank
not
you, Ska.
pain, nor...
You're right.
Oh yeah,
shines a
Ska.
flashlight
We gotta get
on-
Ska on the phone at some point. Ska's a big time skeptic.
Eshin, thank
Eshin!
you.
Let's go! 2 away from Nathan giggling like a maniac. Let everybody's favorite thing. Thank you, Eshin.
This is almost over. Let me finish this. You're killing my clip. We're never gonna get a YouTube video out of this.
on the shadow, just to show his subscribers that it's not paint nor oil.
Look, he shines the light. It's definitely a shadow.
I'm using my flashlight.
Look at that.
It's weird.
It's blowing my mind.
Yeah, it's a weird
So,
it's a weird shadow
I guess
for
that
sure.
whatever's going on here, it seems as if this could be a glitch in the simulation.
And it like bends over the sidewalk and stuff. Blows my mind, freaks me out. What's going on? We're in a simulation, the only explanation.
I mean, there are theories that we could, like, there's stronger evidence. Like I've read that those papers before that like you can't definitively not prove. Like you can believe whatever you want, but there's sufficient evidence out there to say that there is the possibility that we live in a simulation. Like that, like even people like Neil deGrasse Tyson have said that.
Yeah, I've heard that, and I'm very intrigued by those theories.
Because it's like you can't like you can only. Oh my God, Juicy! Thank you very much. One away from Giggle Fest. Thank you, Juicy.
Katie said she can't gift a membership.
What?
Someone else did it earlier. Oh, on iPhone it doesn't really work. You need to be on a computer.
I think the goal. Daragon says
on iPhone.
Yeah, you click this thing in the corner, and 3 things pop up. Sticker,
what?
Super Chat, and then gift a membership.
Let me see. Come here.
Is Tim Apple going against us?
You have to go here.
Oh my God, Sai! Nathan, the goal is complete. Start giggling.
What are you doing? No, I know how to do this. I gift memberships
Hold on,
all the time.
I know there's other ways you can do
please
it,
hold, please hold. I'll give you guys a giggle. Hold on, let me.
Just click the description.
I'll blow my whistle. Thank you, Sai. Nathan will be giggling in a moment. Thank you, Sai.
Oh, we have the wrong. I have the wrong link in the description.
Yeah.
We've got some technical difficulties in the studio. Nathan will be giggling in a moment.
Right here in the corner.
Is this a Nathan membership?
Look, Nathan. You hit this in the corner, and the third thing says gift a
Nathan is
membership.
confused. Hold on.
Click this in the description.
Well, that's
Thank
how
you.
gift a membership.
I know, but you can also just click our link. Tom, where is our link to become a member? I think I've been putting it to become a member to the Nathan channel.
Oh, are people just becoming members to the Nathan channel?
No, I don't think so. I think no one's actually clicking it. Here, I got the link. Katie, click this link in the chat.
Hold on.
Click what I just posted.
Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Oh yeah, make sure you like the stream, everybody. Make sure you like the stream.
I think I posted this as the pinned top comment anyway.
It's opening and...
Please hold. Technical difficulties. I hope everybody is enjoying the show.
You can't gift through that.
I hope everybody is enjoying the show.
Maybe because our channel's not that popular enough, you're not allowed to have a. Katie said when she clicks the dollar sign in the chat, it's not showing gift. It's just doing stickers and super chat. That's having that problem.
Sai gifted 5 members earlier.
Yeah, Sai did it earlier.
Yeah, I think it must be
PC. She's on her iPhone, and sometimes iPhone doesn't work right.
Yeah, it must be like an iPhone thing. Well, Nathan, while Katie is figuring this out, you got to start giggling. You ready? We both start giggling. We do. That was the goal. Now we both have to start. Let's get a good 20 seconds of giggling. We can both do it. Are you ready?
God. Wait,
you ready?
Wait. I'm not ready. I have to keep my eye. 20 seconds of giggling? Why are we even doing this?
Because the people have been extremely generous. And Sai gifting it.
Oh my
exactly.
God.
See, the people giggling equals money. Sai, that's why we're doing that. That's why we're doing this. Giggling equals cold, hard cash. It means gold coins. Every giggle is a gold coin.
Are you on an iPhone, Sai? I don't think you have to be a member to gift a membership. Maybe you have to be a member in order to gift one?
No, you should be able just to gift. You should be able just to gift them. I think she's having. It's like a whatever browser she's using.
No one wants to see us giggle. This is
they do. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, I want to see that China shooting down a UFO / meteor video visions. I have that open up in another window.
Okay, come on. You ready? On the count of 3, we got to start giggling.
For
you ready?
20 seconds?
For 20 seconds.
Why? This is sickening. I hate giggling. You know I hate giggling.
That's why I'm doing it, because it equals money.
It's exhausting.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
That was like 30 seconds.
See?
We went way too long. I think she said that's
See? Katie just get see? Katie became a member, see?
I heard her voice in the room. She goes, that was disgusting. And then a membership appears.
But see, that's what people want. People want giggling.
Can I tell you what? How I torture her in public? Hee Hee Man shows up and she hates Hee Hee Man.
I think
she likes Sexy Man, but she doesn't like Hee Hee Man.
I think your greatest stream character was when people started donating and you became Money Man.
What was Money Man? I don't even remember that.
It was just you going money, 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 money. It was like every time somebody donated, you were just going money, money. And then you just kept saying, "Hi, Money Man." I think that was the most obnoxious. And like myself, as somebody who knows you and also streams, I'm like, okay, Money Man's pretty funny.
Money Man probably knew how to make money.
I think Money Man probably did make money.
He knew what he was
All right,
doing.
that'll be the next goal. We probably won't hit that. If we get, let's set a new one, and Nathan will become Money Man. Here, we'll set one more for tonight, and Nathan will become. This goal will be. Nathan will become Money Man if we hit this one. He'll come back out of retirement.
Oh wow, this is actually kind of cool. So, Visions in the chat just asked if we'd seen China shoot down.
This is brand new. I haven't seen this.
Or a meteor. Yeah, I had seen the headline, but it was like from like a week ago, but I never watched it. So I just pulled it up. It's pretty crazy. Watch this. Not this. What in a second? Here, where is it? Here it comes. Get a better shot. Ready? Boom. They just knocked whatever that was out of the sky.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
And there it is, and then it's gone. But the
thing
that they shoot, I don't think they shot a meteor because the thing was coming in. So
no.
The thing coming to the right looks more like a meteor or like a rocket part coming in back into the atmosphere. That thing that was coming in was like going slow. That I feel like it could have been a UFO.
Well, my first, like, without, I guess, like the logical side of it, and like I'll be the first to admit I want to believe in all this stuff. Like I would love to see a UFO. I would love to see a ghost. Like the more when I see the more legitimate stuff, I'm super impressed and I want it to be that. My first thing that comes to mind is that it was probably a drone. Like something that crossed over into Chinese airspace.
Yeah.
And then the Chinese military just shot it down. And I do feel like on not even the skeptic side, but on the logical side, the Chinese military is not, it's a huge military. They're not going to joke around. No. And if something came in from another, if somebody launched a drone in from another country, they would just shoot it down.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not really thinking much of this. I think it's probably a drone as well, and they just shot it, and it's crazy looking. It's cool to see it on camera.
Right. It's like, I think that's the thing that is jarring, is that how often do you see something actually get shot out of the sky?
Yeah.
If this was 50,
angle. There's another angle. Oh, we got
if this was
angles. There's the thing.
If this was,
that doesn't look like a drone.
No. Well, this is something else, right?
No, that's the thing. It's just other angles from the city. Other people were filming it.
I mean, drones are. Have you some of the drone like the drone
like
aircraft?
Like a ball of fire.
Yeah, it's creepy.
That does not look like any drone footage I've ever seen. The way it was illuminating.
Oh no, Raspberry. Yeah, Raspberry. I'm sorry, you missed. We giggled for 30 seconds. You missed it. I'm sorry, Raspberry. We got 8 members, so we're 14 more members away, and we will watch Conus Hoopin, and we will Conus Hoopin dance. 14 more members.
Ready?
I think we got 8 so
One
far.
more time.
what object is so circle and hovering in the sky? Can be a drone, but it's in a very ball shape, bro. And this is another site, another clip where it shows
intriguing UFO captures to date has generated significant.
This was a similar type. They were
explaining,
explaining,
how fast
but
that drone was moving, and it was above the clouds too.
this was one of the UFO which they caught long back ago in China.
It's creepy. First couple of videos, I thought drone. That last one,
the shadow, the glitch in in reality.
the UFO footage. The last shot of the UFO is it's hard to make out what that one was. So that the last one was a little creepier.
Yeah, yeah. The shadow of the telephone pole, whatever that thing was, is my favorite video from today, and it boggles my mind and makes
you be the judge. You be the judge, everybody. You be the judge. Okay, we're ready to get into some. We're gonna get into some more serious topics now. So because we, well, I guess they're all. Hey, listen.
More water.
They are all serious, everybody. All of these topics. So this next bit of footage that we are going to watch, because we talked about Bob Lazar last week, I thought that we should watch the David Fravor UFO videos. David Fravor was a fighter pilot, and he is the one, along with, which is weird, that the To the Stars Academy, I think, was the group that like actually leaked the footage. The guy from the Tom DeLonge from Blink-182. But because of the way that this UFO moves, it moves with like engine out in the same way that Bob Lazar described 30 years ago. I thought we should watch the David Fravor. This was footage taken from his aircraft. I think it was the USS Nimitz a few years ago. So I thought that we should watch this video. Where's Nathan? Nathan abandoned us. He's gone. Nathan ran away, Elastic Box. So I have to wait until Nathan's back to actually get control, but I can hang out with you guys until he's back. How is everybody enjoying Odd Boys? I hope that everybody is having a good time with the show. I will do the promo for future stuff while Nathan is away. We're trying to do this every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. So if you would like to see more of this show, please consider becoming a member. Or doing a super chat. Right now we have another little goal up there. We're going to talk about all things. We're going to talk about all things paranormal. We're going to talk about all things spooky, but we really need your support to do so. We need to hold Nathan hostage until the end of the time, and the only way we can do that is by getting enough members. So please consider becoming a member.
We also would like to get an office.
That's true.
And the only way to really get an office and do this in person together would be to make more money. And the best way I'd say to grow this is if you guys like and if you're able to watch every time, and if you give the likes, watch the videos. That we have shorts. Look at the channel. There's been shorts uploaded that you might not have seen because Tom uploads the shorts and does not notify subscribers.
Undercover.
And they get way more views when you do not check notify subscribers. It goes to like a whole new audience, and like almost 1,000 people watched one of the shorts, and that's like the highest viewed thing we have on this whole channel. So if you haven't seen the shorts, go watch the shorts, like the shorts. That is what is going to bring in the new audience. If this channel starts getting bigger numbers and it goes, oh, people are liking these videos, it'll suggest it to other people, and that is how we'll get more numbers, more members, and then we can get our own office, and this can become our legitimate 9-to-5. So it's
right,
and the only way is to spread the word.
And once we get the office, we're going to start making Feet Finder videos too. So double the impact, double the amount of revenue. We're going to make Odd Boys during the day and then Feet Finder videos at night.
All right.
Yep.
No, Raspberry, that's not what we do on this channel. We're not watching movies.
We could, but then we'd get.
We're getting to the truth of what's really going on in the universe.
We could, but if we did watch movies here, the channel would just get banned. Mm-hmm. And then we wouldn't have a channel anymore because YouTube would ban us for copyright infringement. Mm-hmm. So unfortunately, we can't do that.
So you want
but anyway,
the original minute video.
This is pretty short, but this is just like a short thing. It's really compelling footage. David Fravor he's been a guest all over. He's really credible. He was a commander in the United States Navy. This is from his fighter jet, and it's very compelling footage. I mean, he saw something, and this is from 2002, I think, or 2004.
2008.
So,
I think.
2008. So this is before.
I don't remember.
This is before drones had really become sophisticated.
2004. Yeah.
But this is that footage, and I thought because we talked about Bob Lazar last week. This is really good footage of those. The way that this UFO moves is the same way that Bob Lazar described, moving like it's like stomach out. And that's because that's where the engine compartment would be, according to Bob Lazar. And it's moving out that way. And Bob Lazar was talking about that in 1989. And this footage is from 2004. And this footage is not fake. This is a commander in the United States Navy that distributed this footage. So the footage isn't fake. It's real footage. They saw something. And I do think it's fascinating that Bob Lazar was talking about this sort of thing in 1989. But pretty crazy stuff. I thought we would just share that as a small little. We didn't watch this last week, but we should at least address it because it's very compelling footage.
That's what started off all the new talk about UFOs in our current time.
It reignited UFOs in like the I guess in the mainstream. Speaking of mainstream, have you heard the story about this musical artist, David?
The murder stuff.
Yeah, I just heard about this, and so
I heard about this last week. He was on tour still.
This is true crime. Yeah,
I want to talk about this because this is a big story, and I haven't looked into any of it, but I kept hearing people talk about it. When I heard about it, the guy was on tour, and he was a singer, and his Tesla back home was being driven by someone else. And the girl who was borrowing whatever wound up dead. He wasn't called in or anything because he was already away and he was on tour. And just because it was his car doesn't mean he was implicated. But now apparently the tour has been canceled and he's been pulled in and he might be implicated. That's what I've heard. So
is it D Ford or David? I read it as David. Is it D Ford?
I don't know how to say the guy's name, but it's spelled D4VD. Does anyone know how to say this artist's name? I never even heard of the guy until.
So I didn't know who. So to back it up, we talk about true crime here sometimes as well. It is pronounced David. That's what I thought. So we talk about true crime here sometimes too. In this case, I saw the story and I was like, what? And the reason that I first of all, I don't follow a lot of like newer music, but I do know this artist because the reason that he became popular is he started as a streamer, and he wasn't super duper popular as a streamer, but he wanted to make Fortnite compilations, so he started writing his own music so he could put the music in Fortnite compilations. And he started putting these compilations on TikTok, and then he blew up on TikTok.
Oh.
And they started using some of his songs as TikTok songs, and he became ultra mega famous, blew up insanely big because of TikTok. And he is enormously popular now because of that. But I did think that was weird that like he just started making his own music because he wanted to make music to put on Fortnite compilations.
This is him.
But so
I've never heard of him until this whole thing. He's 20 years old.
I hadn't heard of him until I listened to one of his songs and I was like, oh, this is a song I've heard on TikTok. So if you go on TikTok, you've heard this guy's music. So
I've never heard his music then.
So from what
TikTok,
he's super like, believe me when I say that he's super duper popular.
Yeah.
So I didn't hear about this case, and then I saw the New York, the LA Times or the Los Angeles Times article. I saw some other articles. Apparently, what happened, and I'm trying to remember this detail for detail. So, an abandoned Tesla was found or a supposedly abandoned Tesla was found parked on the street with, I believe, Texas plates in the Hollywood Hills. And neighbors complained it was towed. And then in the impound lot in Hollywood, the workers described there being a smell of like decomposing flesh coming from the trunk. So police were called in. They opened up the trunk, and inside the trunk, inside of a bag, was the dismembered corpse of this teenage girl, which is horrible. And then when they eventually did DNA testing, turned out that it was this missing girl who's been gone for over a year. They traced car. They traced the car back. The car was registered to this not rapper. He's like a singer, I guess, not a musician. And the street that the car was found on was near his mansion. So it was definitely his car, and it was parked on the street. He went on tour, and the body of this girl was just left in the trunk of this car while this individual went on tour. But now there's all sorts of weird things that have come out about it. Like, this guy wrote a song called he wrote a song called titles. He wrote or it was an album called Romantic Homicide. This album was released on this girl's birthday, supposedly. And now there's photos coming out of like the two of them with like matching tattoos. There's photos coming out of the two of them together. And the other thing that I will point out, which is like, we don't condone this at all. This girl was, and this is another very horrible thing. This girl was very young. She was far too young to be with this individual. She was like, I think when they met, she was like 14, and he was he's 20 now, and he was like 19 at the time, which is, was far too old to be hanging out with this child.
Yeah.
And
cool.
The whole situation is awful, but I thought that this case is still developing. It's an awful, awful, awful situation all the way around. But facts are still coming in. But like, as far as I know, this musician he's not under arrest yet. But his tour has been canceled. And now there's things like there's unreleased songs coming out, and like there's an unreleased song that they found on like a computer that was called Celeste, and the unreleased, so that was the girl's name. Her name was Celeste. There was an unreleased song called Celeste, and there's all sorts of like weird imagery in his music videos where it's like him trying to like, it's like him covered in blood and like fighting his own personal demons. And they're like, why would you put this in a video? It's like him killing somebody in the music video. And like, it's like weird things that are like, oh, things are starting to add up here.
And she's been missing for a year, and she's from Texas?
She's been missing for a year, and she's from California. I think he's from Texas. She's from California as well.
But his car was in Hollywood.
The car was found parked, supposedly abandoned on the street, outside of his mansion or near his mansion in the Hollywood Hills.
So he's from Texas, but lives in LA now.
The car at least was registered in Texas. I don't know if he's from Texas. I don't know where he's from, but
that's what
the car.
I thought I'd heard was it wasn't his car.
It was 100% his car. It's registered to him. It was 100% his car.
Let's see what the news says. I want to listen to what they're saying.
The singer David has been identified as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas. The teen was reported a runaway and missing out of Lake Elsinore nearly a year and a half ago. Tonight, a house close to where that Tesla was abandoned was searched. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Caputo is there live now in Hollywood with more. Tim.
And Mark, those CSI investigators.
So she was only 13. Yeah, that's even worse. So she was far too young to be hanging out with this guy.
Yeah, was she hanging out with him because she was like a fan of his? He's like a celebrity, so.
And there's things like they were like talking to each other. Like I read articles about it. Like they were I think that they met online, probably through like Discord or something, and like he was talking, or Instagram. But like this man, like this is a man preying on a child, which is horrible.
Yeah.
Minutes ago, the police tape finally came off, and we were able to come a little bit closer to this house. Now, we don't know at this point what exactly those detectives.
Yeah, see, this is the video.
What they got.
It's like in the video, in his music video, people are pointing that out. That like the point of like one of his music videos that was released around the time that she disappeared was that his dark side. He had to stop his dark side from like. And the dark side murdered a girl in the music video, and people were like, "Oh, this is adding up to like this guy was like he." Bridge? I don't remember what the name of the actual song was, but like people are saying that like in this video he was basically self-reporting. But yeah, the whole situation is horrible, absolutely awful.
Gosh, he's really popular.
He's insanely popular. Yes, he's like, I think that's the whole thing. Like he is insanely popular.
Romantic Homicide came out 3 years ago. It has 186 million views. Top 19 music video on all.
Yeah, This is basically like he's like a top 10 recording artist.
I never even heard of him.
It's because we're old people now, so we don't know the young people music. But like
he has shows coming up in Australia apparently.
All of his shows have been canceled. Yeah, his whole tour has been. I mean, I think he's going to be arrested in the near future. But this is a awful true. I think it's going to be obviously this is developing into a true crime case of some kind, and like I'm certain that there's going to be documentaries about this in the future. But yeah, it's a awful case.
Oh, this is so sad. Like maybe if he's putting out videos like this, I mean, yeah, it could just be artistic. There's like spooky bands that do weird.
But this is like around the time. This is like around the time that she disappeared.
Yeah, it's a little convenient and odd that he's like talking about murdering and romance and murder, and then
it's like his it's his wall. And the whole point of the music video is like that I believe he's the one who like made the video, like he like wrote it. It's like him battling his dark side, and like the dark side murders somebody in the video. It's like it's far too convenient. It's like it's all like the details are adding up that he more allegedly, but it seems like the details are more than likely adding up that he was responsible for this crime.
He made a Fortnite anthem 2 weeks ago. Jeez.
But yeah, awful case. Awful. Like the whole situation is horrible. I would say, yeah, it's like the only thing that I can say is like parents, like monitor what your children are doing online.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Not to cast any like shade towards the parents of this poor girl, but like parents, monitor who your children are talking to online.
Yeah, exactly. In Elastic, sorry if you don't want to hear the story, you don't have to listen, but this is what we are going to talk about, and we will be talking about more true crime.
Yeah, Elastic, I will say
doesn't mean we're not going to talk about it.
Elastic,
that's the whole thing.
It's our show. You're welcome to leave if you don't want to be here.
True crime is a big part of what we are going to do over here. So, yeah, this is
saw them pull evidence and put it into an SUV, essentially where I'm standing right now. We don't even know why they were here.
In the guy until this happened, and now I know. But I'm maybe a lot of older people like me. It's crazy to think I am like an old person now. I just don't know what's going on with young people at all.
It's I think it's the I mean the both of us are older. It's like, you know, I just turned 40. You're 4 years older than I am, a little bit older. But like the only reason that I knew about this guy is that I had a little bit of success on TikTok in the last couple of years, so I've had some good luck with the true crime stuff. A lot
of that stuff is true crime, yeah. So
and I've had some good luck, and I do listen to a lot of true crime podcasts and stuff. And once I heard this guy's song, I was like, oh, a lot of people use this guy's music on TikTok, and I was like, yeah, I guess the younger TikTok audience, probably people in their 20s and teens. I think that was this guy's audience, and he was very, very, very popular. Sad all the way around.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see if he goes on trial.
Like everything that's happened here.
Yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on it.
To think that this is happening, and this is a beautiful neighborhood, very nice, beautiful, expensive homes, and we would think that we'd be safer.
I mean, there's crazy people in every town, in every status, in every class, everywhere. Humans are the problem, not the type of human. It's like, oh, we have money, we should be safer here. People don't do bad things when you have money.
Well, they also say, and I am sure that we'll end up talking about, serial killers or something at some point. But they say that some of the most like prolific serial killers, like somebody like Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy was like super like charming, he was like a good-looking, charming guy, and like that's what they always say, right? They always say it's like you never would have known. You never would have known that like they were right, and like, but that's how they get away with it because nobody suspects them, like because it's
also, like rich people, I think, end up
do stuff. Yeah,
I think that rich people do murder people because I don't know what the reason would be, but like that guy that was my cameraman was rich.
Yeah,
and the famous the Jinx, the Netflix documentary. Did you watch that, or was it?
Yeah, I mean that was another very rich, famous person.
Super rich guy. He just murders people. Maybe because they have nothing else to do, and also when you grow up in a life where you get everything you want, when you don't get what you want, you don't know how to handle it, so you just resort to killing and stopping the thing that's preventing you from getting what you want because you can't take no for an answer. So maybe that's like the common thread. So maybe that neighbor who was just saying, oh, I'm surprised that I thought we were safe here in this nice, expensive neighborhood. You're probably less safe there. You should go live with the poor people where people are modest and wholesome and they appreciate what they have.
I mean, there's serial killers from every economic, like there's killers. So serial killers of every economic class. So it's like, yeah, it's scary, but like I think it just shows that like especially online, you have to be vigilant, and like I think in a case like this, like I said, especially I think that this is, and I cannot stress this enough. Parents do need to. I think unfortunately we are entering into, and we've been there for a while, where people are now growing up just being attached to their devices, like. Like children have iPhone, like little kids have iPhones, they have iPads, they have MacBooks, and I think it shows that like parents, like there's a reason that some kids are called iPad kids, right? Because they've grown up with an iPad attached to their faces, and I think that parents often don't supervise their children properly, and like this poor kid, like this kid was like 13 talking to a 19-year-old, like that should. Right. That shouldn't have happened. Like it shouldn't have happened. And I think that, I think I don't have kids, but I think it just shows that parents do need to be vigilant of what their kids are doing online.
Yeah. My brother's kids didn't get cell phones until they turned 13. They had like devices that didn't like call or anything, and they become basically limited to the house. They could watch. Like,
should be when they're 30.
Yeah, I know. I don't think anyone needs cell phones ever. Let's get rid of cell phones in general.
I've thought about this a lot, and like even myself, like, and I'm sure it happens to you too, where you get sucked into just being online, and they call it like doom scrolling for a reason, because you're just like, and then after a while, I find myself going, "What am I doing?"
Yeah, you just throw your phone across the room because you're annoyed with how long you've been sitting there.
But like kids now are growing up, like they are literally growing up with a phone in their hand, and like not all kids, but like I think that a lot of parents are just like, here's an iPad, go away.
Yeah, Katie's a nanny, and she never lets the kids turn on the TV, go on the computer, doing the iPad. She has all these activities she plans for them. They have to go outside and do something physical. Most of the days, at the end of the day, she sets up this thing where they go and they play in the mud. She gets the hose going and they make mud and they play in the mud. They play in the sprinkler. They do outside activities all the time. She won't let them look at a screen. And then she's caught the parents she knows what they do as soon as she leaves. The parents like don't want to then take care of the kids because Katie goes home for the day. Because Katie's heard the kids say to the parents, I can't. They go, oh, we can't watch TV yet. Katie's still here. If she doesn't go home like right away, like 5 o'clock. So she learned, oh, the parents just turn the TV on for them or throw the iPad in front of them as soon as she leaves. It's
exactly
insane. So when Katie and I have kids, we've already talked about this. She's like so against that. Like we are not letting the kid do that. Like I'm fine with like a tube TV, like video games on a controller in a device, like a system on a TV. That's different. That's like hand-eye coordination. Playing like, not to make my kid play old
Gotta bring
games,
back Sega Genesis.
but I was gonna say, we have a little cart. I can wheel it in here right now. I have this little cart that you can wheel around, and it has on the top, it's got a TV VCR, a combo TV. Below it has the Nintendo, and then we have a Super Nintendo. And it's all cartridge-based physical, like basically toys. You know, it's a video game system that is like different. When you're looking at that kind of screen, it's different. But also, I wouldn't care if my kid played a PlayStation 5 with like a flat screen TV because it's a controller, and it's different than like scrolling and looking at a flat. It's like you're interacting with something and you're learning like, you know, reaction with
these
like,
devices. I think the thing to consider, and like I've thought about this too, I might actually downgrade my phone eventually. All of these apps and all of these devices, like the apps specifically, are designed to keep you watching the screen as long as possible. Like they're designed to hold you there for as long as possible. And even like today before the show, just to get outside, I went for a walk, and even like just pulling myself away from my computer, and I was like, oh, I'm like, I needed to get outside. And I don't think that kids today, people in general, people don't go outside anymore.
Yeah. I do see in Southern California, there are a lot of teens hanging out outside. Like they'll hang out there like after school in certain areas around the mall and stuff. The malls are really popular in Southern California. So there is that. They are out doing things. And the arcades are really popular in LA, which is kind of nice. But I think in general, most youth in the world are on devices all the time. I have an iPhone 13 mini that like doesn't do anything. I can barely get it to like open most apps, and I don't want to upgrade it. My phone died. I had the same phone earlier this year, and it broke this spring because I dropped it I didn't drop it, but I used it in a river in Arizona, and it kind of like died. I went on eBay and bought the exact same phone again. I will not upgrade because it's a perfect phone. It prevents me from doing all that crazy scrolling and stuff.
Yeah, it's a whole different thing. I've even found like, I know a lot of people don't like going to a physical movie theater, but I don't want any distractions. So it's like, I have to keep my phone away while I'm here. I have to watch this movie. Even if it's going to watch a movie, I want to be present.
Yeah.
And we've gone way off on this tangent, but I think that, I think people now are, and I think that this does tie into that case a little bit, where I think that people get sucked into a bit, even, and I'm sure children do too, they get sucked into an imaginary world that's like an electronic world that's like, it's not real.
Yeah.
And I think that people need to be more aware. And I think that, not that bad things didn't happen in the 90s and the early 2000s when we were younger, but I think that at the very least, I think that people were a little bit more aware. And I do think that these devices they're dulling our senses a bit, and I think we need to sharpen them a bit more.
Yeah, I love going for a walk and leaving my phone at home and having nothing in my pockets. There's no way anyone can contact me. It almost feels like a little scary at first when you first start doing it. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm like out here alone with nothing.
How am I gonna answer these texts? How am I gonna get a phone call? And you're like, I don't. But then you're like, I don't need to.
Or something like, oh, I can't. Oh, I guess I won't. The one thing that does kind of is hard for me sometimes when I go on a walk, when I have to walk Frankie, or if I do a walk around the neighborhood without the phone, I get ideas a lot and I can't write them in my notes. So I have to start now bringing like physical.
You gotta start bringing a notebook. I keep a notebook
in
around
my pocket. So, and Katie has tons of little notebooks. She loves writing like physical notes around the house. So I do have options, but yeah, that's like the one thing, but it's so liberating leaving without, a device. I like what Angie's saying over here. My husband has never used a smartphone, flip phone for life. That is awesome. Katie and I both have
That's the way to do it.
That we use sometimes, but we don't use them enough. Weekends, we try to take our flip phones out on the weekends and we take pictures with them and just kind of mess around. But like no one can really text us because it's kind of a pain in the neck texting back.
With all that being said, please watch Odd Boys on whatever device you have, on your cell phone, on your iPad, on your computer. Just keep consuming.
Scroll our show.
Yeah, that's the only thing you're allowed to doom scroll is Odd Boys.
Yes,
that's all you got. That's it. That's the only thing.
If we get 4 more likes, we hit 69.
Wow. Can we do it? Can we do it?
I don't know.
Okay, let's go to. Oh yeah, this is something that was released to. This was recommended.
I think Jory recommended this. Jory in the chat.
I think this is Jory.
Was this you?
Also,
the National Anthem thing.
Before we get into it, we're starting to get into the tail end of the show. Please consider becoming a member. It helps keep the show going. Also, we have a little extra super chat goal. Nathan and I split everything 50%, and it will help us keep things going forever.
Mm-hmm. Yes, please. We'll be live again on Friday. So in 2 days from now, we'll be live. We still have a lot of videos we're going to upload from the old episodes. If you didn't see the old episodes on the Nathan channel, we still got a lot of clips and moments and shorts and segments we want to upload as individual things in case you missed them. And then today's episode, we're going to take some clips and upload stuff for those who missed the live show. But the next time we will be live will be Friday, same time, 6 to 8 p.m. And then Saturday morning, we go... Oh, I can't Saturday again this time. It's the second Saturday I can't do, so we'll have to do Friday. I'm shooting a video with Hundar, the guy who fought AB at Creator Clash 1. And then he fought Myth, I think, at Creator Clash 2. He asked me to be in a video, and it shoots all Saturday. Ooh. And I have to do it because I said yes. And he's going to donate $500 to the dad.
Kyrie!
Thank you, Kyrie.
Thank you very much, Kai. Thank you, Kyrie.
Hundar is donating $500 to the dad movie for my services of acting. And that was very generous of him and very nice of him and a lot more than I deserve for an acting fee for being in a video. So thank you to Hundar for helping me make the dad movie. But yeah, I got to do that video with him on Saturday. But I totally forgot. Sorry. My brain's been melting. We will be live on Friday, though. But, Tom, if you want to go live for a little bit on Saturday, talk about stuff you always could. You could do it with Jamie or something.
Oh.
But, or not, or we take the day off.
Oh.
Maybe if we get like a psychotic amount of members this week, tonight and Friday, then Tom will do a bonus Saturday episode.
I'll tell you what, if we hit the members goal of 22 tonight, I was planning on playing Silent Hill F on my Twitch channel this weekend, but I'll play it on Odd Boys.
But we also got to make sure we don't mess with our algorithm and start playing games too much, because then people will be like, what is this, a game channel? And I think we should consistently do the same thing every time on the channel. I don't think we should do game stuff necessarily, because then people who are new to us, who came from all these other channels like H3 and people, they'll come by and be like, wait, this is gaming? I thought this was spooky stuff. And, you know, I just don't want to mess with the algorithm.
Well, then I'll say maybe.
Yeah, I'd say if you're going to do a show here, you should do Odd Boys material.
Maybe.
If not, just do your Twitch.
You be the judge.
I think we better finally really, really stick to the one thing per channel like we never do. We never stick to one thing. We do all kinds of things on every channel. And
you be the judge. Well, we'll see. We'll see how the support goes. Otherwise, we can just come back next week.
Yeah.
It gives us more time to script a proper episode anyway.
Yeah, because we don't like doing just reacting to random clips the whole way through. We like doing like a big story. All right. Well, this is something that Jory sent us in Discord, and it's pretty interesting. The story is the National Anthem that would play Oddity Archive on YouTube has this. At the end of the night, when the TV channels would stop broadcasting, they would play the National Anthem and play this little video clip from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I think it stopped in the 80s. And this is the last thing you would see on a TV channel until the channel would just go off. And then it would turn back on and start playing the new shows at like 6 a.m. for the shows for that day. The channels weren't 24/7 all the time. There is this conspiracy or theory, whatever you want to call it, that there were subliminal messages in.
I mean, it's not even that much of a theory. It's like pretty much confirmed that like the government was like, with programs like MK Ultra, which I'm sure we can talk about at some point. it's like very confirmed that the government was messing around with like subliminal images because they thought that it would work.
So they're trying to like brainwash people?
Well, they would like splice in like a frame of like they explained some of the stuff in this video that they saw. This is a pretty short video on the subject, but with things like MK Ultra, it's been confirmed that the government was like trying to do stuff to engage in mind control.
Interesting.
But this is through broadcast television.
Yeah, this is like.
Oh yeah, Scott wants to call into the MK Ultra episode. Maybe we could plan that for next week. That gives us a little bit of time to prepare.
Cool. Let's see what they say.
Found in a commonly used TV sign-off print of the National Anthem from the 1960s. I'm gonna say 1964, just to be consistent. Over the past few years, a faded 16mm print of the aforementioned National Anthem clip, the sing-along version if you will, has been circulating around the internet. When viewed normally, you can see what appears to be a cute little film effect on the transitions between lines of the song. When you watch the clip at 25% speed or less, that cute film effect scroll spells messages like, "Trust the government."
Look at that, trust the government.
It is creepy because this probably was
in other words, but
this
you don't think your brain would even recognize that and think it. I don't think that would work subliminally, would it?
But I think that people would like see it, like you'd catch it
subconsciously. You think?
I think you would catch it and you'd be like, "Oh, did that say trust the government?"
I think when they're trying to, I mean, they might have been trying to see if this kind of stuff worked. Like your brain sees it, but you don't recognize it. Your eyes see it, you don't recognize it, and you just start thinking, "I like the government. I trust the government."
It's creepy, and it's like, but I think that it's.
But if anyone ever saw this, it would do the opposite. You'd be like, okay, I don't trust the government because you're trying to brainwash us. It would hurt.
But
them.
I think the thing to remember is that at the time that this was like present, this was the 60s, 70s. It like people didn't have home video recorders, so like you saw this live, and then you just had to question. Like if you did have these thoughts of like, did I just
record this? That's right.
No, so you just saw it, and then you'd have to be like, did I see that? And like you had no way to
really point it out to someone because it happened so fast. They'd be like, "You're crazy."
Well, like you'd tell somebody, and then they would just go, "Nah, you're nuts." No way.
That's right. You couldn't like unless you had a film camera of your own, like a 16mm, and you filmed your TV, and it would be so hard to get a good shot of that. It'd be like blown out and
right.
Yeah, you could.
This was at
prove it.
But like a lot of things were like that at this time, where it's like even like think about how expensive. Like, I remember when my family, like my dad got a VCR and like, I mean, I was like a tiny kid. He got a VCR in like 1988. Yeah. And like that VCR was like $500 back then.
That's
like even like
it was the late 80s.
But even getting a VCR, oh my God, Harvey,
thank you.
Thank you for all the members tonight, everybody. We're able to keep the show going because of the members in the super chat. And so we appreciate it.
Away from 69. Starshine says something that I actually thought too. Starshine says the font looks a bit modern. And I kind of felt that too. Like, was this added in later?
No, I think that this is. I think
to make this theory.
No, I think this is from the. I think this is from the video.
Yeah,
they had fonts.
It does look pretty baked in there, like legitimately.
They had the ability to put like fonts into footage back then.
Yeah, let's see.
Rebellion is not tolerated.
Rebellion.
The problem is no one with a copy of the original 16mm film has stepped forward, allowing their copy to be examined. You know, just to make sure the subliminal messages are real.
A copy of that.
Well, once again,
I'm sure we
thanks
can
to fuzzymemories.tv, the Museum
but like,
of
you mean
Classic...
a real?
Yeah.
Oh, they tell you where it is. It's like from the Museum of Classic something.
Chicago television. We've got an off-air tape of this particular anthem clip dating to 1984, probably one of the last times this film aired on TV. This is how folks saw the clip.
But see, it's because they stopped airing it because people started getting VCRs.
Yeah.
Like they realized that people were going to record, like 1984.
Oh, yeah, so they had to be like, oh, people are going to catch us. We got to get rid of this.
Right. And they're saying that they got this footage because somebody with an early VCR was able to, like, somebody has this footage from 1984. Yeah, but like in 1980, it's funny how fast technology moves, but like in 1984, most people, and I'm sure somebody in chat's going to say, my grandfather had a VCR in 1983. And it's like, well, 99.9% of people did not have a VCR in 1984.
Yeah. There was like a very small percent that got them in the late 70s, but most people got them 10 years later.
And even then, it's like people were still debating. They're like, do I get Betamax or do I get VHS? Like there was even like a split between the two. I knew somebody who had a Betamax.
Let's see what he says.
80s. Now, 16mm film tends to fade over time, so the then 20-year-old clip from this sign-off still had fairly vibrant color. Most notably, the on-screen lyrics were still yellow. Or perhaps it was a video rip by that point. Either way, TV stations were still airing some things from film in 1984, like some commercials and movies. Especially from 16mm, so I'd actually be willing to bet that this is straight from a film chain.
But
Notice that cute little effect from the subtitle transition is gone.
It's gone. So the glitch is gone in the 80s version.
This tells me that whoever has been regurgitating the more famous faded print doctored it. Heavily. And whoever made this clip must have been a fan of the 1988 John Carpenter film They Live. I mean, seriously. Obey. Consume. In 1964. So did the subliminal message get wiped out sometime between 1964 and 84? Why would anyone still be interested in distributing this particular clip after a few years anyway? Most other stations had either switched to newer, more modern editions of the Star-Spangled Banner provided by the military or a church, or even their own homebrew editions by the mid-late 70s. Other sign-off staples like the poem High Flight lasted for some 30 years, but the clips and recitations would get a little revision every now and then.
I mean,
I think this station...
I do think that there was probably something there.
I think so. In the 60s, they were doing all kinds of sketchy stuff.
I mean, that was like the height of MK Ultra.
Yeah, we got.
But I do think at some point there was something there.
Let me see what he says.
Well,
I think there's only like a couple. 30 seconds left.
Namely WMAQ, was just airing this particular clip out of tradition or nostalgia. I mean, this kind of thing certainly isn't unheard of. For example, WCBS in New York was airing their old 50s vintage off-the-air slide as late as the late 70s. Well, that's it for this special mini episode.
Well, there you go.
You be the judge.
Interesting. I'd never heard that before until Jory pointed it out. That is pretty creepy. And I would not put it past the government to try something like that just to keep everyone in line.
No, you got to trust them.
Yeah. You got well.
They would never do anything that would right. They would never do anything that was borderline sketchy or actually sketchy. They would never do that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
The only person in the government I would trust would be Macho Man Randy Savage.
I would trust Macho Man. I guess I would trust, I mean, in terms of like actual government people, I would trust Bernie Sanders.
I would 100% trust Bernie Sanders. I'd also trust Jesse Ventura.
Yep. Jesse Ventura is somebody that we have to talk about. Did you ever see his show?
I don't know.
Oh, he has a show on True TV. This is like recently. He has a show on like, I was like on True TV where he talks about conspiracies and stuff.
Oh,
he's just like he's like I will tell you about the murder of this thing. Yeah, it's so good. But yeah, Jesse Ventura has a whole like conspiracy show. I'm sure you can find it. All right, well we've got the final segment. We're gonna go inside of a flat Earth convention.
Wait, because I want to watch the clip where the guy proves himself. Is that, remember that?
This is
I have that somewhere in here.
I think we might have taken that one out. I think you should pull up the Vice one. The Vice one is probably better. This one.
This one?
Yeah, the second one. We're gonna round it out with a nice. We're gonna prove that the Earth is in fact flat. We're gonna prove all you globers wrong. All you globers in the chat. We're gonna prove you wrong.
Let me see something here. I'm gonna post something up for.
Nathan's looking for. We need to teach you the truth about flat Earth. I hope you guys are ready.
Okay, should I watch this at the very end? This is only 50 seconds.
Yeah, we could we could watch that at the end.
Okay. It's so funny.
I'm looking for. I had some notes on this. I'm trying to see if
So this
those
thing
are all
is-
my
so
notes.
we're gonna show you guys what's really going on, and you better be careful because if you walk too far, you're falling off the planet.
Yeah, this is we're just teaching. We're showing you this is factual. So I hope you're all ready to have your minds blown. And anybody in the chat who says that it's not flat, then checkmate.
Then your
checkmate.
Brain is flat.
Yeah, exactly. Your brains is flat as the earth. Dummies.
Here we go. The first Flat Earth conference was packed with people from around the globe. Around is the wrong word, Vice. From a flat the globe.
Trying to make a joke there, Vice. Can't make a joke out of the truth.
Trying to make a joke.
Yeah, don't make a joke. Don't make a joke about the truth.
Oh boy.
And
how can you not trust this guy? A guy with sunglasses like that, he knows what's going on.
Right, this guy talked to Neo and Trinity, and then he went right to this went right to the conference.
He's got Matrix glasses on.
Yeah, he learned everything. He talked to Morpheus, then he hopped right into the conference.
Oh my god! And then he's got Theo Huxtable behind him. Look at that. That guy's got a good flat top.
Mm-hmm.
I like that hair. Thing on the globe and just says fake.
Yeah.
Fake.
I don't know what else you need to see. What other evidence do you want?
Oh my god!
You just put a stamp on it that says, "Well, I really don't know what else you need to do to prove your theory." You just put a stamp on it. Fake.
That is such a funny idea. Like taking something that is like no one doubts and you're like fake on it. Like that's such an annoying thing. Like that isn't flat Earth what spawned the birds aren't real movement, and the guy just starts saying, "I'm just gonna start saying birds are fake." That's so funny. It's so annoying.
That's all you have. Yeah, but that's literally all you have to do. You just have to say, "Nah." Yeah. Like when somebody says,
Kyrie,
"But
exactly.
it's," you just have to say. Somebody would go, "That's scientifically true." You just go, "Nah."
Nah. Ocean fake. Never seen it. You went swimming in it. That wasn't the ocean. That was the hologram.
I've never been in outer space. Have you? Can't prove it, can you?
What movement can we start that can catch on and we can start saying something is fake? Should we just say like the presidents are fake? They've never been a president. It's all like robots or something.
I think it has to be something so big that it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like saying that all birds are not real, or saying that the Earth is not round. Like you have to make it like this big thing.
Or like the oceans are fake.
Right. I mean, saying like the moon is a hologram or something.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to do something really big.
We gotta think of our own conspiracy. Help us, everyone. Help us figure out what our conspiracy can be, and we can all get in on it together and drive everyone nuts and never break. You can never break the character once we decide what it's.
And then just like all of these people and the flat Earth people, you make millions of dollars selling T-shirts and stickers and books and
they're
stuff.
Getting so rich off of ignorance. The
Right.
problem is, it is bad when there are kids that grow up in a household with parents who believe this. Those kids are going to have a hard time when they enter the world and they believe their parents because they like their parents, and then they're going to find out their parents are idiots, and they're going to get in problems.
The dangerous side of this is that there's movements that are funny like this, that like absolutely there are going to be some mentally ill people who like hear this and they believe it.
Yeah.
Or like very gullible people. They're going to like hear it and they're going to believe it. Unfortunately, there will be people who take this idea and then they co-opt it into their own, and then you get things like QAnon, which actually become dangerous.
Yeah, well, because that's the thing. You can't even make a joke around a crazy person because they're just gonna go too far with it.
Right. Like you really have to be careful with this stuff, because like stuff like this is like, I think that this is mostly harmless. There are definitely people who probably do believe it, But it's mostly harmless. And like most of these people, I think most of these people don't actually believe it.
Yeah.
They know that they're like in on it and they know that it's funny. And I think these, like, I do genuinely believe that a lot of the flat earth people are just having fun.
I think so.
They're
too.
like,
it's just a fun group to be a part of.
It's just like crazy. They know it's crazy. Like, most of them are in on it. But yeah, like I said, then there are people who, like, there are very dangerous things like QAnon, who like, you know, you get into, you like, if you follow that, which is like, I'm sure we could talk about that at some point. There are like actual politicians now that believe in stuff like QAnon. So these are people affecting policy in the United States.
Either they believe it or they're just going along with it just to appease that audience and get that demographic to vote for them and be all, you know.
Yeah. So that's where you get into the dangerous stuff. There's there's fun things like this, and then there's actual dangerous stuff.
Let's see what more truth we just.
Isn't that
so annoying? It's
wait,
so annoying.
what? Isn't that Rob Riggle?
It does kind of look like Rob Riggle.
Dang! Right. I can't believe they got. They got
fell off.
No, they got. He's using an alias. They got Rob Riggle.
Oh, Rob Riggle is now Rob Forch.
Yeah.
Alias.
He's using an alias. Wow. They got a celebrity.
He looks like a Baldwin too, actually. Yeah.
It is a cool coat. You know, this reminds me of
the guy from the 80s.
This is like a dumb story, but like seeing these coats, seeing Matrix Guy and seeing that coat reminds me. I went to Video Games Live once. You know what Video Games Live is?
Yeah,
it's like a con. And it was me and my friend Steve, you know Steve, and Flippy from Beyond Worlds, like former a collaborator of ours that we work with sometimes. And this was like, I don't know what made him do this, but he said he was going to meet us there because this was like in Boston, and it was the funny. This is a roundabout story, but these coats reminded me of that. And he said he would meet Steve and I there, and we saw Flippy across the street in Boston. And he was wearing, he thought he was cool, but he had on Matrix glasses and like a super long black like Matrix coat. And Steve just went, Neo! And then Flippy took the jacket off and he never wore it again. We made fun of him. And then
that did dress like a Matrix character every once in a while.
And then in the concert, I doubled down and I said, are you supposed to be Max Payne? And then he said, no. And he was Mark something.
Yeah.
This is like
stretching so hard to make this sound like they really believe it. Like they do not at all believe this.
I believe it.
They just believe in the bank account that they now have and the checks they're printing.
But this guy is it's Mark something. He's like, this is like the main guy. He's the guy who like, Mark Sargent. He's the main guy.
So you know, I am Mark Sargent. Okay, we now know.
But he's the main guy. I think that, but like think about it like this, like with people like him, and like I think this lady's heavily involved in it too.
Exactly.
I get
Carl from Aqua Teen would be here for sure.
Exactly. But I get it why these people are doing this. Like in this little world, it's like Keith Apicary. Like I know that a lot of people in your audience remember Keith Apicary, but like it was a very niche character. Yeah. And it feels good to have 500 people come up to you at a conference. Like this is like 500 people, 1,000 people.
Celebrity in this little world, and he loves it.
But in that small group of 1,000 people, this guy is Brad Pitt. And it probably feels so good because in his regular life, this guy probably works at Dairy Queen. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
this guy's like the assistant manager of Dairy Queen in like Grass Lakes, Iowa. And but like in this world, he's Brad Pitt.
Yeah, for sure. William says that this lady has he has a crush on this lady and he's doing it for her attention. Let's see if there's a little romance. Look at this guy's van. So wait,
it's the lead singer.
Who built the dome on top of the earth?
I can't believe they got the lead singer of the Circle Jerks. He's right there. It's Keith Morris.
So they think there's a dome on top of the earth. Who put it there, and how did the earth exist before the dome, and how did the people live without the dome before they put the dome there?
They're saying that it's like heaven, and it's like there's like a religious aspect to it. They were like the firmament was like put there by like.
So is the dome like, just the atmosphere, maybe like all the Globers believe in? Maybe they have half an atmosphere on the flat Earth.
Well, if I'm trying to remember exactly what it is, but it's like the dome is the firmament, and we've never actually been to space because we can't penetrate through the firmament.
That's what they say,
and that dome is what keeps our atmosphere in, and that's what keeps us from floating off into outer space.
Dome. It's so stupid.
But like the dome, quote unquote, is like it's this mystical heavenly energy, which is like the more that I think about it, the more real it sounds. It's this mystical heavenly energy that was put there by God, or like, you know, the spiritual being, the cosmic ruler of everything.
The stretching and the leaps in logic they have to go to make their theories work it's like they're doing mental gymnastics just to like not get proven wrong.
But they're saying that that's what
They have an excuse
is like
for everything.
Also, this does go back pretty far. It was actually started. So Mark Sargent and the other people that are around with him. This was actually started in the 1800s by somebody named Samuel Robotham. And a lot of these initial, that's where like, if you look at those old looking maps of like the firmament and like a lot of these like religious aspects to it and like the old timey type maps, they come from this guy.
Yeah, firmament is a thing. I mentioned firmament in the Dad series. That's
right. It's like, but like it's just they just
yeah, like an energy that your soul has basically.
But they're saying that like that's what the atmosphere is. But they're also saying that like, you know, we've never actually been to outer space, that this firmament is what holds the earth together, that like the reason that you don't, you know, fall off the reason that you're held down by like gravity, because gravity isn't real, is because the earth is like actually just rotating at a certain speed. They do have reasons for everything. They just don't make sense. The thing that one of the things that I like that they're probably not going to touch on is one of their arguments, which is not true, but one of their arguments is when you look out on the water, a logical person would say when a ship goes far enough away, you start to see it dip over the horizon, right? Like you start to see the hull goes down and then you see like the middle part of the ship and then you see the mast and then you don't see anything.
Yeah.
What flat earthers say is that if you had a camera that could zoom in 1,000,000%, you'd be able to see that thing all the way across the ocean, which isn't true. And that's been like proven.
And they have cameras that can go pretty far, and they've probably proven that it didn't work.
But they've been able to like see parts of a ship that far, and they're like, well, see, if I had a camera that could go even further, I'd be able to see that whole thing. And because I can see that little top of the ship, that means if I could just go a little bit further, I could see that ship.
So stupid. They're just saying that because they know it can't be proven wrong.
Right. But that's like, this is another one of their core arguments. Another of their core arguments that I'm sure that they'll talk about in this video is that all NASA space. So also they like to call astronauts actronauts.
I've heard that.
Which, never a straight answer. That's what everybody always says about NASA. That's where every bit of information is coming from the actronauts. But what they're saying is that every piece of footage that's ever been distributed of anything in outer space, or like pictures of the moon or pictures of the earth, all are fake. Every piece of footage ever by NASA is fake.
So stupid.
But that's another thing they like to say.
Says.
Yep. Yep. Bingo.
They're lying to us. Who's they? Well, basically, Satan.
Bingo.
So Satan is in the government? Is that what he's saying?
Yep. Got him. Satan. Exactly. I mean, this looks like a great time. I would love to go to this. This looks like...
Oh, dude, if we get enough members, we should all go to a Flat Earth convention with the audience.
I would... They look like they're having...
Tickets.
They look like they're having a fantastic time. The amount of, like, just hearing them be like, tell me about this.
I would be racking my brain. I would be so frustrated being there. I don't think I could handle it. It's just naming every organization on Earth.
They're
the architects, the carpenters, the plumbers.
Listen, it was the CIA, the CIA, the FBI, KFC, ABC. It's all of them. It's all of them.
Pizza Hut.
Think about
flat pan pizza. Makes sense.
Think about it. First, FBI, right? The FBI talks to the vice president, who talks to who? Burger King, who's actually they're a king.
The king.
The king. They're the king.
He's
Of the
behind it
Burger
all.
King.
Burgers
and
are
they're
flat.
actually in charge of it. Yeah, Burger is flat. The bun is the firmament.
The
they're
bun
actually
is the dome.
The bun is holding the flat earth within the wall, which is just it's the ketchup.
Yeah. The lettuce wall. The iceberg lettuce wall.
Yeah, think about exactly.
Think about
Iceberg lettuce.
Beyond.
So stupid.
Yep. If we go past the
Because-
ice wall, so Nathan, if you look at it, in the interior, that's where we are, right? And the North Pole. I know way too much about this. Apparently,
Yeah, you do.
The North Pole is the center of the Earth, and around that is the continents. Then we've got the ice wall, and then beyond the ice wall are the secret lands beyond, where we've never
that's
been,
it.
and we're not
These are
allowed to
secret
go.
lands, but there's an opening right here. Why haven't we gone through this to go out
Well,
here?
I'm glad that you asked. It's because all of the governments of the world are protecting the secret. This is actually what they believe.
So
are
when you go through, they
protecting.
shoot you down.
Yes, they blow you away if you try to go through the secret entrance.
And so there's people that have gone missing, and that's why.
Exactly. You're not allowed to go through the secret entrance to go to the secret lands beyond, where they're all having a great
That's the
party.
thing.
They're having the time of their lives.
This proves that it's fake right here. Because what the thing is, conspiracy theorists love to set up some sort of an opposition. There's always someone against you, and this is the perfect story. Oh, they don't want us to go to let's make up a place that we can say we're not allowed to go, and then we can complain about it, and they'll never be able to prove us wrong. And we can forever complain about this thing. We're not allowed out there. This is the land of secrets. The government stops us from going there. Pretty fun to say, huh? Yeah, I'm into that. Let's start saying that. That's pretty cool. That's exactly what's happening. Just so
I
they can
will
go on
say,
and on about it forever.
I will say, not to throw any gasoline on the fire of the lands beyond and the ice wall, but I will say, Operation High Jump, which was a real United States Navy operation in 1946, led by Rear Admiral Richard E. Byrd to conduct scientific research and map parts of Antarctica, largest naval mission at that time, 13 ships, dozens of aircraft, 5,000 men, the largest expedition to Antarctica at that time, went to go investigate that area, and then abruptly ended their scientific expedition to map Antarctica. Later on in his life, this is a real Rear Admiral. This will get into Hollow Earth, but Rear Admiral Richard E. Byrd claims that while they were over there trying to find a secret German base, they actually encountered aliens, and they did a battle with the aliens in the Hollow Earth at that time, and they had to leave early. They had to leave the whole expedition earlier. There is a secret diary of Admiral Byrd. This was a real United States admiral that was like he would talk about this type of thing, but not to throw any fire, not to throw any gasoline on the on the ice wall fire. But there was a real. You can Google it. There was a real United States military operation called Operation High Jump, and there was some strangeness reported by Admiral Richard E. Byrd. This was the largest scale expedition of the time. As a matter of fact, on March 5th, 1947.
How do you know all this stuff? You know so much stuff.
In
about this, like,
1947, the El Mercurio newspaper of Santiago, Chile, had a headline that said, "On board the Mount Olympus on the high seas," where Admiral Byrd was talking about the Hollow Earth and the battle with the Germans and the aliens underneath the Earth's surface.
You have way too much information in your head.
I'm just saying,
I'm
think
just
about
saying.
it.
We gotta talk about Hollow Earth. I forgot that was a conspiracy.
I'm just
think
saying.
the Earth is hollow as well.
I'm just saying. Think of. There's a lot of Hollow Earth stuff.
We gotta talk about that sometime. I don't know anything about Hollow Earth.
Hollow Earth is great, and I think the fact that there is
Hollow Earth is great. I love it there.
Well, if you believe the stories of Rear Admiral Byrd, which is like this was a real guy.
Wait, when
and
you say if you believe the stories of real Admiral Byrd, are you saying
Rear Admiral?
I thought you were saying if you believe the stories
no.
This real guy, Admiral Byrd.
This real guy, no, rear. R-E-A-R.
His name is rear, like rear end?
That was his rank in the United States Navy when he eventually
a rank.
It's like one of the highest ranks you can get in the United States Navy.
When you're a rear end, you're like the highest.
Rear admiral. Yes, it's one of the highest ranks you can get. But this guy was super famous. He won a Medal of Honor. He was like one of the most intrepid explorers in the history of the world. I believe he was the first adventurer to fly over the North Pole and South Pole. But he won a Medal of Honor. This was a real guy. And this guy was fighting Germans and extraterrestrials under the Earth's surface. And he went to the lands beyond. If you believe that sort of thing.
Good question from Viralatus. So the Earth is flat and hollow?
Bingo.
Right. You just busted it wide.
No. What I'm saying is flat Earth is fake, but hollow Earth.
That's real.
That's real.
You be the judge.
You be the judge. Nobody knows.
All white single men.
Bingo.
Bingo.
It's a lot of white middle-aged men that have. This is like they're like, well,
never touched a woman.
No, they're like, well, I want them to continue the thing being like, well, after my wife divorced me and I lost custody of the kids, I found this new website.
I found my new friends.
I found my new
deep depression, I found new friends.
Mm-hmm.
We're not allowed to touch round things anymore.
Going on.
Fake. Okay, so now that we've seen that.
Well, now that we've seen this documentary, which has irrefutable proof of the flat Earth. And to back this up, we're not making fun of these people. I think that it looks like a lot of people. It's like any other group, and I think it looks like these people aren't hurting anybody. I don't think. I think that they're and it looks like they're having a great time. I think more power to them. It looks like they're having a great time. That's all I'm saying. They're not hurting anybody.
Well, they're hurting themselves.
You heard the guy. They're repopulating. I think they're all getting drunk off their asses and having weird, freaky sex with each other at these conventions. I think that's what's happening.
They're all just hand jobbing with each other in the hotel.
I think they're having a great time.
Hey, no judgment.
No judgment. Hey, they're having a great time.
Now, after seeing that, we come to this very, very entertaining 1-minute scene from a documentary about flat earthers, where these two men who are flat earthers set out to prove that the earth is flat with a scientific experiment, and the result they get is not what they were expecting.
You have a backup experiment. If you're seeing through this hole, through the next hole, and seeing the light at the backboard, or at 17 feet off the water, the earth is flat.
Mm-hmm.
If he's holding it up at 23 feet high and we're seeing the light, well, that's because the earth's curved. So I should only be able to see it when it's at 17 feet. Okay, go ahead and drive down there, Enrique. You're going to hold the light there? Enrique, how high is your light?
Yeah.
So the thing is, you got to go really far away from each other to have the curve start showing up, because it's not like you can see the curve of the earth after like 50 feet. Also, they might be on a hill. Are they on exactly flat ground? Like, you have to go a couple miles, I think, wouldn't you, to start seeing the curve? Or isn't there is a certain amount of distance you can go where it
they couldn't just do it right next to each other. It's like the earth doesn't, like, terrain is like uneven, but like to actually like
but
see
the earth
like
is so massive, to see the curve you got to go pretty far.
I mean, I don't even think they need to go unless they're in like what do they say? They say that like Kansas is like remarkably flat. I think that like, if you're in a place like Kansas that's all flat, but like anywhere else, there's going to be some variation, some variance to like where you're standing, but you're still going to have to go pretty far away to like see like a noticeable curve.
Exactly, to see the noticeable curve. Well, let's see what they.
If they're standing,
I don't know how far away they do go. Maybe it says. I don't remember.
If it says. I mean, if they're standing 10 feet away from each other, it's obviously like that's not far enough. But if they're standing a quarter mile away, then like, yeah, sure, there might be some variation.
You think you have to go like a good more than just like 100 feet. Well,
right.
Let's see what happens.
I mean, it's his. We don't see you, Enrique. Lift up your light way above your head.
So he just proved.
Interesting.
So he's like,
interesting.
Yeah. Damn. How far away did he go? Like 50 feet? And he's like, He's like,
he's like,
wait, go to the beginning of the clip to see how far away they were from each other.
Flat
I mean, this is that.
Flat Earth.
This is the horizon.
Proves the Earth is round in his own experiment.
But like, this is the horizon type theory where like they go, nah. They're like, if you go, they're like, it's all. But like, they're proving that there's like, there is a variation. Like in terrain, and if there's a variation in terrain, you can't see it.
Down a hill, like you know what I mean. If he was in a field,
but what they're saying is it's all just flat.
I think they did go to a flat area to do this experiment. That's the thing.
But they obviously didn't map the topography of the area or whatever you want to call it.
Idiots trying in a field trying to figure out science.
I think that they just looked at a field and they went,
many errors with this.
Right, they looked at a field and they went, yeah, it looks pretty flat. All right, this should work. And it obviously was not flat.
And they were using walkie-talkies to communicate, so they were far enough away where they couldn't hear each other. So that would probably start showing the curve if they're like a quarter mile away. This is so funny. I love it.
I also like that they're just
you have a
cutting holes
experiment.
and foam
You're seeing through this hole.
Yeah, they don't say how far they go. Wow. Scientists hard at work. I'm glad they're out there doing, the hard tasks to bring the truth to us all.
Flat Earth. So I think that's the whole thing. I'm not gonna like punch down on somebody and just say like you're wrong. That's stupid. But like I think it looks fun. It's not a harmful. There are, like I said, there are some like conspiracy theories and groups like this that I think are actually harmful. And this one is just kind of it's like birds aren't real. You know what I mean? Like it's just like it. I think that they're having a great time. They're going to their conventions. They're buying their books. They're wearing their shirts. They're not hurting anybody. And I think it's like what I was saying. I think it's like in their little world, like however many people there are. Let's say that there's 10,000 people that are into this stuff. It's like Keith Apicary. In this little world, they've got these like 20 people who are their little celebrities. And those celebrities are having a fantastic time with all this stuff. It's like Keith Apicary.
Exactly. But, I wouldn't want Keith to be spreading misinformation and then having other kids get bullied at school because they said, my mom and dad said it's not round. Stop saying my mom and dad are dumb. And then that kid gets in a fight. And it's like they're causing problems for their kids.
What I would want to know, though, is how many of them actually believe it versus, like, I think that 90% of them are in on the joke.
Yeah, most of them are probably, just going.
But I'm sure that there are people who, like, I'm certain that there are people, because there's people who believe anything.
Yeah.
What was it, P.T. Barnum, that there was the sucker born every minute or whatever?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, like, that's true. There's a sucker born every minute. So I'm sure that there's people who believe it, but I think most of them are like, it's like wink, wink.
Yeah. Well, there was a whole thing at that documentary that clip was from the greater documentary. You could tell that these people were just really they just needed a group. And one woman was like, I don't belong anywhere. And now I like belong here. And it's like nice to, oh, by the way, oh wait, oh that's just a joke at the end there.
But that's what I mean is like I think I think that they're like once you get in with these groups, like I think that it's a good thing, and it's not like a good thing, but I think it's if you are somebody that needs a group and this place gives you you can go into these, you can meet up with these people, you have friends. I'm sure that there's people who've met and have had relationships.
Oh yeah.
Because of this.
People that have like definitely done that. It's like the whole Second Life thing.
The world is
Warcraft people who meet and like, you want somewhere to belong.
I think that the world is a lonely and the world is a dangerous place. And I think if these people are like, whatever their name is, if there's, you know, Doug, if like Doug doesn't have any like anybody in his life in real life, but he can go to this convention and he knows 50 people and they like love him and they care for him, then I think that, yeah, I this one is one that I just think is kind of a fun one. So I'm like, yeah, I'm like, all right. I'm like, they're not hurting anybody.
Before we go, I want to watch one more thing. I've never seen this. It looks pretty entertaining. Let's check this out, this clip. Man, it's titled...
Oh, I think I've seen this before. Yeah, the guy tries to...
in a self-made rocket to prove flat Earth theory. Oh boy, this is gonna be good. Strap in,
I mean,
everybody.
you know that it's good if you
strap into your rockets.
You know that it's good when like there's a few people who I trust, like Bob Lazar, actual engineer, actual physicist, could probably build a pretty good rocket. Probably has built a pretty good rocket for like Los Alamos, which is a real scientific installation. This is just some guy that just built a rocket.
Yep.
I'm sure it's not gonna go wrong.
I hope it's not made with hydrogen peroxide.
I think it's gonna be this guy going right underneath my seat, partner. 2,500 sticks of TNT. Woo!
He's either using TNT or he's using Mentos and Pepsi. We'll find out.
Oh, he built a real rocket.
Even allowed to do that? A man named Mad Mike Hughes launched himself in a self-made rocket to help prove his belief that the Earth is flat. Mad freaking Mike. It's Mike Lombardo. Look at that guy. He went way up. Oh my gosh, he is gone. Okay, so he didn't go very high. What is that, like 2,000 feet? 1,000 feet? Wait, what did that say? He launched his rocket. Amboy, California. Pulled 2 parachutes. Wait, what is this? While falling back to Earth. He called the result a hard landing and told Alternative Press, I'll feel it in the morning.
Oh, this is bad. In a follow-up launch, this guy's parachute that he made malfunctioned and he died.
No, he's dead?
Yeah. In a follow-up launch, yeah.
Oh my God.
He's in Barstow, California. He was in Barstow, California.
That's between LA and Las Vegas.
In a follow-up
That's the bathroom break town.
Yeah, if you're driving. So it's like the desert of California. In one of the follow-up launches, the rocket's parachute, which was designed for landing, deployed early and detached from the craft. And I believe he was also attached to it.
Burt's Construction. He's from Texas.
He did successfully launch the one that you're watching, I believe. I think the one that you're watching may have been a successful one, but this was in 2020, so only a couple of years ago.
Yeah, this was 2018 right here. Paramedics met Hughes after he plunged back to Earth. This guy looks old. He was injured in the type of severity.
He was old. He was 60. He was 64 at the time that he passed. Yeah, that's sad, but I mean, I think that this.
Do I know for sure? No, that's why I want to go up to space.
Oh, this guy was a stuntman. He set the Guinness. This is crazy. In 2002, he set the Guinness World Record with a 123-foot jump in a Lincoln Town Car stretched limousine.
Wow.
He jumped a limo.
Jeez, this guy's crazy.
So this guy was a pretty wild. He was a pretty wild stuntman, I guess. I mean, he went out the way he went out the way that he lived.
Yep.
So it's like
Daredevil.
Yeah, I mean, it's sad that he died, but I mean, he's a daredevil.
Wow.
So I guess he went out on his own terms.
He was just curious, just wanted to look around. I mean, cool. He was doing what he liked. Sad he died.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Mad Mike.
Mad Mike. I want to see footage of him doing a jump in a limo. Is there footage of him doing the jump?
We're gonna find out.
Let's see if I can find it. Mad Mike.
I think this
Is that
might be
it?
it. 2013.
I mean, it might just be him. Is that him?
Is it at a demolition derby?
I don't think that's him. Maybe there's not footage of it. I mean, it got the Guinness World Record.
Oh, here we go. Here's a little video.
World famous limo driver.
This fella's trying to beat the world record for jumping a limo. Should be pretty easy since he's the only one who's
Hell
on
yeah.
the track.
Hell yeah.
Michael may not be the guy you want to hire to drive you to prom, but then again,
I mean, it's pretty awesome.
He covered his title covered the whole footage.
the rich guy in the back fell just short of the record, and he spilled his Jello shot. So Michael might have made the record book, but sadly, he lost his chauffeur's license.
There you go.
There you go. That is the epitome of America right there, everybody.
What a way to end the show. Well, we'll be back on Friday, everybody.
See you on Friday. Thanks for watching. Thank you for the members. Thank you for the likes. Please subscribe, tell your friends, and question everything except for what we tell you.
Right, yeah. Make sure you stay off your devices except when you're watching the show. Question everything except for the truth.
Except for the truth that we tell you. All right. Good night. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.